Don't make sense to me. I don't want to hear that part. The fucking door. Two fucking idiots. No reason for me to get that bad.
I'm sorry, I don't want any of it.
You help her all the time, too. I went over there from work with Hoppy and we did her part before.
Yeah, so what? You helped JoJo and you helped everybody.
Helped
so
them
what?
all, that's right.
And
so
JoJo stuck it in your ass too. Autumn, she stuck it in your ass more than anybody.
They all did.
No, Autumn.
They all did.
She still trying to stick you in the ass.
I'm not going to talk to one of them ever again. First thing coming out of my mouth is, don't you fucking talk to me.
So the dog had no identifying. Well, he did. I had just
Jock Joe number one. You're the first one, dog.
Yeah.
Don't cut that hair off and make you look like that guy.
I did. He did.
But you didn't want cars here, remember?
I want to try you right now. Remember, I want to become a rock star. I want to look like a rock star.
You don't have to have long hair to be a rock star.
I'm messing with you, bro.
You don't have to have long hair to be a rock star. There's plenty of rock stars out there that don't have long
Chester a
hair.
rock star?
Uh-huh.
Was he a short?
Actually, his hair, well, before Linkin Park, he had long hair, but then he cut it for like a little bit.
You get smarter when you cut your hair, you know.
Rather than doing it out of
Makes you look cleaner and younger and handsomer.
You look like a grown-up.
that wasn't going to do this.
I just think he looks handsome when he gets haircut because you can see his face.
Everybody said it. Everybody said that shit.
Yeah, everybody loves his haircut, that one haircut.
Everybody said
that one haircut was, out of all his haircuts he's ever had, that one was the most
Pop Whalen, he was like, what? Sitting down.
Papa Whalen loved it.
Who was that lady? Stella Bella?
I'm not bound by that, sir.
Stella was, oh my God,
So-
look how handsome he is. Oh my God, look how handsome he is.
A haircut can make a big difference in how you look.
Oh my goodness.
So Stella Bella said,
I don't think Stella goes that high.
well, she said, oh my God. So,
You were good with the first part, just when you got higher, that did not sound like her.
We went too high.
oh my God. Wow, look at his hair, wow.
Oh yeah, she kept going on about it.
She wouldn't shut the fuck up. I'm a hairstylist.
Where did you get it done at? They did such a good
Oh
job.
my God, Pete. Bro, lay down somewhere, dog.
Because he had the curly hair on. It was just the perfect haircut for curly hair.
That's a rock star haircut. I don't know what the lady got there. He's got a Nirvana haircut. Is that Nirvana?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Do whatever you want. You're going to be 18 and you can do whatever you want. Just don't take a shit like that guy's on that Jackass.
Yeah, like not like those guys.
Go shit on Marky's bed. Watch this. I'm going to shit on Marky's bed.
Or put an alligator in the house. Put an alligator in the house and torture your mom.
Or clog the fucking toilet. And maybe somebody did that. Even them Jackass guys were here.
Too many people shitting.
No. Somebody.
Hey, look, Papa, it's the we'll be
Nobody
right.
throw nothing down there.
It's the we'll be right back thing that you hate, Papa.
What?
It's the BRB thing where it says like
Jacob
we'll be.
likes it. He said it's soothing.
But you said you don't like it.
Like
This.
this, I can't stand that. Well, Pluto, you like it?
He
Yeah.
says it's soothing.
Well, he likes it. Let him get down with it.
He's like, I don't like it.
I know. Told you. Every time I come on, you get all, "Ugh, why did you put this on? I hate this."
He probably thinks it's boring or something.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I wish they would switch up once in a while. Like maybe a different color. Or have them go in a
After
circle.
me sitting down in a weird way, look what happened. You see it? Do you see it? I don't. I gotta like do it like
What happened?
right there.
I don't
Let me.
see what you're talking about.
Right.
Oh, what'd you do there?
I was just sitting down with my shoes on, and then boom, I got an
It gave
imprint.
you the mark. Oh, that'll go away. Oh, okay. I thought it was bruised.
It's not.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
that's
it's
a bruise.
it's not a bruise. It's just.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you had a bruise like that.
It's just
Marks
I
was
put
in.
pressure on my like on my part of my leg, and then and all of a sudden it got me an imprint.
Right?
Don't they like go away after like 30 minutes?
Yeah, it'll go away. Slowly, all of a sudden, you'll look and it'll be gone.
Why do we get imprints?
Because skin has fluid in it. And when you press on it like that, you're stopping the fluid. And it's making the marks. And then once the blood fills back up in that spot, then the mark goes away. Our whole body, is literally, I think, I could be wrong, I had to look it up, but I believe our body is over 75% fluid. Water and blood.
I thought it was 60 or 70%.
That's what I'm saying. Don't quote me on that, but I thought it was 75%. Let me look it up.
Have you ever had that feeling where you're like laying down, but then when you wake up, your arms feel numb? Because you lay down with your head on with it, and you feel numb.
I don't know if I asked that question right, but let me...
Mr. and Mrs. Figueroa are mad that when their prize Labrador went looking for love and got lost, a good Samaritan had him neutered.
60%.
Oh, I was right.
Your dog was neutered. Did you read section 5300 of the California Municipal Code? No, but I... Of course.
That's why I said I wasn't 100% sure.
I would have ever found a dog like I had in the past.
Yeah, because you know how you like get tired in class, you lay down, but then when you wake up, you feel your arms like feel really numb.
Yep. And having your head on your arms and even in that same spot for a long period of time. The human body is not made to be still. The human body is made to always be moving. So when the body stays still for a long period of time, it's not considered normal, so the body reacts to it. That's why you get colder and you get numbness and stuff, because your body is supposed to move all the time, like always be moving.
So pretty much when you're like, when you're like laying down or whatever, so something is blocking it basically.
Right,
it's blocking it.
Keeping the blood back from flowing into it.
So
and that's when you get the ants, the little bugs feel like they're crawling through there when it starts coming back to life.
Yeah. It's coming like I think it's because that they need to all come back together and make them come back because. It feels like it's like you know how there's like a dead end or whatever, and then you're like there, and then they're trying to get through there, but they can't because it's blocked.
Right. So it builds up, pressure builds up there because it doesn't have that.
Yeah, because the blood pressure just stops right there, and then there's more. Then when you get up, and then it's like it's not blocked anymore.
And the blood rushes back through, and that's where you feel all those crampies and stuff.
So fat, I'd be all right.
And that's another thing too. If you leave it too long, I don't know how long it is, but if you keep it cut off after a certain amount of time, actually tissue in your body, that part of the body will start dying because it needs oxygen and blood going through it all the time.
Sometimes whenever I'm like standing up like this and I'm doing it and when I have my feet like this, sometimes I get cramps from doing it.
Yeah, because that's making your muscles spaz. It's making your muscles tighten up. Sometimes if it does that means you're not drinking enough water. You gotta drink more water. When you get cramps in your legs and stuff, that means your body's telling you it needs more water. Because your muscles needs a lot of water. And what happens is they start getting hard because they're not getting enough water. And then that's your body telling you, hey, I need water. Feed me water or I'm going to give you pain. Muscle cramps.
We're talking about cramps. We're talking about numbness. We're talking about cramps. We're talking about how how I'm feeling whenever I'm
Well, first of all, you take vitamins. Take your second medicine yet today?
No, but I will.
4 o'clock. Yeah, you need to take your mom. Take care again.
She had agreed to pay that.
When?
4/9/95.
I'll tell you
When
what
were
I
you
do.
divorced?
Yeah, he don't need me to tell him. He knows you already.
She agreed
You don't know what the fuck I do.
pay it when it was
You're so stupid like me. Like, where's my fucking toenail off? Hey, look at my socks.
Well, I believe that her and her mother have other accounts at that bank or that Visa.
With your shirt?
And
I got my
she
shirt. I lost my
paid
socks.
to
I don't know what the
save
fuck I
her
did with
credit.
them.
She was willing to pay it
Go
to
walk
save
down
her
there real
credit. That's
quick.
what she said, because
Cool.
you didn't pay it.
Chemicals are doing real good.
Good.
That's unbelievable. It's better, so much better than last year.
Yeah, really, really. I know. Like I said, we got to remember to do that again this year if we're still here when we close the pool, because it worked beautifully. And we also ran the thing and made sure we got all the leaves out of it. We got all the leaves out of the pool too, because that one year we didn't clean the leaves out of there, and that's what happened.
I got a witness right here, Your Honor, that when I dropped off the stuff, and she came up to me, it was all pre-written, there was a few minor changes, and then we took the stuff to exchange through the divorce. Before the divorce was final, she agreed to pay it, she walked out and told me, don't worry about it.
Had you been paying that bill, sir?
No, I haven't. It
And then they
wasn't
get
split up
numb.
until
I have your
3/2.
And they get numb too.
What's this guy just trying to hit me with his hand? Hey, you trying to hit me? You ever get his hair? Just like a chick.
I was at the dentist.
We've been home for 2 hours.
She didn't
People,
say
come here, boy.
disregard it. You just told me yourself.
Look at him.
Hey, you know something? You know something about mosquitoes, right? Because you know how like I get like bin all over the place. That's because they're smelling like sugar that I've been eating all the time. And
He was just talking to
Go ahead,
me.
talk to
Until
Mom.
now.
because you know how like mosquitoes like sugar. That was the thing that they were biting me from, because I was eating a lot of sugar when I was really little, and then they were biting me all over the place. They thought I was really sweet. They like the taste of me because I'm all.
Well, I don't know how true it is either, but they also say that mosquitoes bit you because, depending on your blood type. I don't know how a mosquito would know what type of blood you have, but they say that a certain type of blood that you have, the mosquitoes will attack you more.
Well,
I think they go after your smell.
They smell the blood.
Like you have perfume on or something. Like bees. Bees come after you if you have color on. Like if you're wearing yellow, if you're wearing flower colors, bees will come after you because of your color you
And it
have.
would be sugar too. Sugar
Yep.
comes out of your pores. If you got a lot of sugar, you got pores coming out with sugar.
that's
A little
true.
bit, they can smell it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Where's my socks at? What I do with them?
Star price tag. You substituted mushroom for the
Man,
steak.
come
That is
on.
a hack for all hacks.
Your socks look good.
I had my. I don't know what I left them at.
Oh, there's that again. Look at that.
You like that? That's all right.
It's nice.
You know, I got an app with that. Alexa does it at night. You can put it on your phone and go to sleep with it.
Oh yeah, because it's really relaxing to sleep to. Just listen to the BRB and listen to the BRB music, and you're like falling asleep to it. Like it feels like one of those streams you would see. It feels like you're watching one of those YouTube streams where they play like sleeping music to help you fall asleep. And
Well-
they play for like 24/7 basically.
Sorry, I'm just too old. I can't do nothing no more. Where were they at? I had them.
I wasn't looking for your socks.
I thought
For
you
your
had my
socks,
socks.
you find them.
You fucking find them. You want your rum and your cigarettes? You find them. Gee, what do my socks? Let me think. Hold on, I got it. I stuck them on my hands.
Try getting up and find out.
I thought you took them off because you got
Oh,
them
they're right there. There they are.
pee on them.
No, they're right there. I see them. I think I see them. No, Jacob got me a new pair. Remember?
I gave him a new pair when I got up to the his room. Whoa! What's happening?
My phone.
You get a bunch of notifications at once.
I don't know why it does that. Every once in a while, it's like a bunch of messages will come through all at once.
They must be a fast typer. They're typing that
It's like
fast.
I'm in the park this fast.
If it's been,
No, it wasn't. It's email. It's not.
Do they fit you at all? I got a brand new pair of shoes up there. I wish
they
could
actually
fit you.
they fit me, but I look goofy with these on. I look goofy with these.
They're swimming
They're
shoes.
swimming.
They're for the
They're
ocean.
swimming shoes.
No, just the way I was wearing the fades where with my socks on, I looked goofy.
Well, I think I look goofy with that haircut.
Wow. Okay, then a little. Too,
I'm gonna tell you something. Last person that cut it was your mom's friend.
Mhm.
Remember?
Yes.
They were not a stylist, and like, it's not style. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to improve you. I'm trying to improve you.
Now you have the information.
Right, Mama? Mama, how many?
I'm saying I don't need no improvement. Leave me the hell alone.
Improvement, I mean, you just need to have a style, man. That's the style you like. Where's Bond? Keep it.
He's got
It's not that bad. Come on.
He's got thick curly hair.
It
And
ain't,
that's,
well,
I think you're just jealous
I
because
am-
he's got
the
a
thing
lot of
is,
hair.
Exactly. Like, what do
no,
you?
bro, the thing I'm jealous because I had straight hair when I was your age, and I hated it. I was like a girl. You had that curly hair. We took you to get that one haircut. It was wet. Man,
I like
you
my.
look just Eddie
I,
Van Halen.
I try to make it curly because I don't know, like it. I mean, I remember I had straight long hair before. It just didn't look. Just
Last time you got a cut and all curled up when it was wet. You don't remember that? That was the best hair in the world. That was old 1970, 1980 rock star haircut.
which one?
The one Mama likes. Like Journey guys used to play that. All of them.
The one years ago.
The one I showed you the picture
About
of.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I like that one. That one was cool.
So why don't you get one?
Yeah, cause I'm trying to grow it out like
You know what you want to do? Then you get a cut in Arizona when you're ready.
what?
You get a cut in Arizona if you don't like it.
Mhm.
If you don't get a cut here, when you go back home, if it gets out of control, you want to get a cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Done deal.
He accuses me of saying bad things in front of the child and whatnot. He in turn
You know, Papa is.
Mhm.
He don't stop.
to me
He just
numerous times
can
in
be so annoying
the
sometimes.
decision was needless to say just.
Well,
He was
he's
supposed to pay it a couple of years ago.
honestly he's more childish than anything like that.
Yeah, he likes things his way. It's like he doesn't understand that just because you don't like it don't mean somebody else don't like it. Like
All right, Jake, one more favor. Check the mailbox one more time before. One more time.
Mm. Okay.
Because you might have came by yet. It was too early.
Alright. I'm a little tired. Alright. Did he close all the way? Alright, so right now, we're getting the mail right now. I'm a little tired, but I wanted to do the stream because, like, you know, why not? Why not we do this stream? Because, hella, like, because we're just, I was like, you know what? I stream every day, so what if I just do a stream? No mail still. No mail. No mail still. Alright, we're getting back. We're telling that the mail is still no mail. Dude, these vehicles are like, the vehicles they have are really nice. But you should see the vehicle that my grandpa won. He wanted a nice vehicle, an old-fashioned vehicle too. He wanted it as he heard it on Facebook and then got it and nope, no mail. I'm sure this is closed on. You grilling right now?
You want to tell me
No mail at all?
What?
Basically,
No mail at all?
No mail.
he
That asshole.
from
I
money
forgot to give it to
wanted
us.
to borrow $1,000.
It's all right. Close the door, Pop.
rent in the front they were living in.
Yeah, I got a brand new pair of white. Remember them checker? Remember them checker shoes you had?
Yeah,
You like them?
they were cool. I liked the other one more.
We don't have
I like the gray ones more. The Skechers better, yeah.
Okay.
we just, you know,
Well, you had
It looks more casual, you know.
Yeah. Casual from the kneecap down.
We were having
Mhm.
So check it out.
What kind of financial problem?
I got a pair of white ones up there, but they're too big for me. Too big for you.
Mhm.
I'm sure you are. But they're brand fucking new. And they wouldn't take them back, them assholes. They told me no. They told me no.
Are you sure?
When did you move into this apartment?
They're brand new and I'm pissed.
I said, are you sure they be big?
You can try them out. They were custom made too.
I still remember when Mama put out the note card with the temperature thing. No.
These shoes, I made one of the custom colors. I custom colored them.
Jackie, are you denying?
Why do you want to take them back with all you made? You designed them and all this shit. They didn't say that, but I know that's what they mean.
I still remember when you put that note card up there and said no because you kept messing around with the little temperature thing.
Yeah, all day, every day. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Make it hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. And that costs money every time you change that. It makes it kick on. It makes it kick on and off all the time. It costs us more money.
I gave her about $350.
Is that correct?
So that's why you had that note card no on there.
Loan that you say that you made to your daughter.
Did he stop doing it?
Well, the first one was around Thanksgiving.
Or does he still do
He
it?
never stops.
That was about $300.
$300.
He did for a while.
Was that a loan?
That was a loan.
Did you tell her that she had to repay that?
And then he would sneak.
No, she didn't.
He would sneak and start doing it again. And put the note back on there. He thought I was stupid, like I wasn't going to know.
That was before she said they were having trouble with money for
Buy
food.
groceries, they couldn't pay the rent. The gas was about to get turned off.
How old are you?
20.
Let's just say it's nice where it's at right now. Don't.
Right.
He don't need to like mess around with it.
It's true, like you said, but we started a home business also. We were doing a lot of things with that. We both took time off from our current jobs, and we were working, and we were establishing a new business.
He had enough
and
to
it
be
just took
brushed.
a lot of our resources.
He's had enough.
And that's one of the reasons that prompted us to.
He just.
Maybe starting a home business, one of you stays employed. Rather than at your age, it's asking for money. Do you work?
Yes.
Do you work?
Rusty coming.
You don't take some time off to do something like write a book. Because I have to pay my bill. Why? Because you have to pay your bill. Okay, $300, and then there was another
Rubber belly, rubber belly, rubber belly, rubber belly.
Another $350, right.
Okay, what's next?
Mommy's little
Next
prince.
was when
Mommy's
she
little
asked for the
prince.
money for the eviction, she needed.
Mommy's little
She
prince.
claimed they were $3,000 behind, and she needed $1,000 per month.
Baby.
And her boyfriend would come up with the other $1,000, and my stepson, the other, who I found out
I
later.
can't believe summer's about to start in 19 more days.
What's that?
and so
Summer's
I
about to
figured
start in 19 more days.
You got it counted already,
I
huh?
was going to get around
Mhm.
700 or a little less.
School?
Comprised
Summer,
right
I
now,
bet.
Oh, summer.
so it wouldn't be evicted, thrown out.
Did you give the other?
Summer's in.
Yes, I did.
So how much did you give?
Because that's when it gets really hot.
Well, I tried to give her a check.
Yeah, I don't know where they get that date at, that it's actually the start of summer when it's
Is that correct?
actually.
Pretty much what
Actually now.
What's next?
pretty much what they do is every few months of the 21st, it's a new season basically. So basically, like
$20, $50.
December, like winter starts on December 21st. Spring starts in March 21st.
Right.
Summer starts June 21st,
Yeah,
and fall starts on September 21st. So pretty
I
much,
never realized that. Wow.
Because that was
I never
late
realized that.
coming.
That's crazy.
I don't know how she's been making the phone calls to him prior to this, but their phone had been turned
Well,
off.
what the hell did you
so
do?
I got out my phone card right while she was
You-
getting at the phone booth.
what
so
did
she
you
could call
do?
him, since she was relying on this other part of the money for the $3,000.
So you gave her your phone card number.
Right, which she then
Messed it
must
up already.
memorize.
so let me see. Let me think of my math. So basically, so January, February, March, April, May, June. So pretty much.
I didn't have a phone at that point, and we
Wait, let me think.
me being able to use the phone card, and because I didn't have
Here you go.
a job,
Now you have a fit. Try them out anyway. You don't have to keep them.
Right.
And look at this. Can you read that? What's that say?
Warriors wear black.
That's for cancer. You like the shirt?
That's cool.
I see. Remember, Nanny died of cancer, I think, didn't she?
No, I'm glad. My grandmother died from dementia, Alzheimer's.
Okay, different. Okay, what if you won't even have it?
There's like
Brand new. It was made for them. Del made them. Didn't you? Somebody made them? We had a license.
Yeah, I forget.
Hey, Papa, did you know a new season starts every 4 months?
What?
A new season starts every 4 months.
Yeah.
Because it starts on the 21st every.
It was like this.
It starts on the 21st every 4 months.
Yeah, I know. Did you know that?
Mhm.
supposed to be
Alright,
that
good.
way.
Now we both know.
And later today,
So you order.
You don't.
You.
You do not want to burn your
Look at you
stuff.
there, dude. I got chicken on there. I don't know how many read that fucking shit.
So you were gonna say something. I can get it. Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah, I don't know why this part keeps.
take this this week. You can have it all with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes.
Zebo kind of reminds me of Chewbacca a bit.
Yeah, I know.
The $7
They always remind me of Chewbacca. Especially when he was a baby. When he was a baby, he really looked like him.
box has really tasty indulgences.
Because he was dark brown, and his hair was real all short.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Chewbacca.
I had a picture of him in my hands.
Yeah.
Let's try them on real quick, and I'll put them back on the steps so you don't fit.
Yep.
I don't think you want them, any, but if you want them, you can have them. They're brand new. I didn't even wear them.
Oh, you gotta wear like this.
Too big, right?
No, they're actually
You want to just keep just to kick around with out here? They're brand new.
they're actually wait. Let me check my toes. They go up to here actually.
They're a little big, but if he's fine with them, that's fine. If he's comfortable with them, that's fine.
They're like Skechers. You put them right on. You want to keep them
You
out
don't
here?
want shoes too
Keep
tight
them-
anyway.
You're still gonna buy your new shoes anyway, but
Yeah.
they're too loose.
No, they're not that loose actually.
Put them out there then. Kids gotta wear some shoes or something later on, but keep them neat.
They got all these shoes out here, Frank, man. Come on.
All right, give me the white pack or the blue ones. Which ones don't you like?
These.
You don't like the blue? He's giving me the blues. He don't like the blues.
Well, they were just for him to go out there with him. You know, I thought he was going to go out there with you. I just wanted to
You
protect
can
his
wear
feet.
them out there too. Yeah, you can wear them wherever you want.
Well, he can't. No, he can't wear them
Problem
out.
is, they're white. and
They're
they
white. He's got to wear them when he goes to nice places, not dirty
He's gonna
places.
ruin them. They're too nice. We should have got black, but whatever.
I like rocket chairs. They help me like keep staying happy. Cause
Yep. I always had a rocket chair in my house. My whole life I always had a rocket chair in my house. You gotta find those sandals. Those yeah, out there.
I'm not digging it down. You got your upstairs.
I'm telling you, I can find them.
I don't want to walk back up here.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. U.S. Marshal Daniel Wickens.
it's actually really nice for once today.
What?
It's actually really nice for once today.
What, the weather?
Weather, yeah.
Thanks to
It was beautiful today.
One of them is interest to get interest. One of them is pain and
'Cause
suffering.
it was like raining for like the past few days, and now it's finally a nice sunny day. Everything relaxed.
And it wasn't supposed to be. It was actually supposed to rain today. It was supposed to not be sunny till tomorrow, but so we got lucky. The weather was wrong.
$1,300. That's
Beautiful and sunny today, beautiful sunny tomorrow.
You tell me about it.
Wednesday's beautiful, Thursday's gonna be beautiful, and then the weekend's gonna rain again. Of course, it ruined the weekends, it rains.
You lived there, you ate with it, you had... You're not off the hook. Did you call your parents for money?
But we're gonna have sunshine for the next 3 or 4 days.
That's nice.
It's gonna be very, I didn't check the temperature.
You think the
I think
baby
it's gonna be about almost the same as today.
Into far as many
So we're gonna have a couple of really beautiful days. Tomorrow's gonna be 81.
And you knew about it.
Oh.
Wednesday 86, Thursday 88, and then Friday's gonna rain, drop down to 85, Saturday 76, Sunday 77, Monday 79 with the raining,
What kind of
Tuesday,
an apartment was it?
76 and rain, and then next Wednesday,
A really nice
80
apartment.
and sunny
You were waiting
again.
on tables at the time, and then you both
Wow.
went to church.
And the air quality is good.
Start the business.
38,
It's
done with
$1,100
38
an
means.
apartment. What kind of car were you driving?
The air quality index is 38, which
I have,
is similar to yesterday.
89 Grand Prix.
So you were driving. I mean, I know if you live in Virginia, you have to have a car. You have in-car, putting gas in the car, you paid for insurance, you have all the other things that you had to pay for.
But I stopped
When is this
driving.
numbing gonna wear off?
I haven't driven it since that point.
Look,
They did that thing where they put a needle in your gums.
The whole
it's
side.
a very good lesson for you.
My
If you don't
chin.
want your children to use your
Can't feel it, so I
SDI
know.
card, you don't give them the number. If you don't want your children to use a credit card, you don't give them the credit card. If they want to borrow money from you, if you want to make a gift of money.
When my mouth is numb, when my mouth is numb, they put.
Find them Puerto Rico shoes.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man, because
You said,
the one time my mouth was numb like that, I actually bit the side of my mouth. And I had all this blood, and I was like, where did this blood come from? I literally bit the inside of my mouth because I didn't know.
Well, there's a time where
you have to pay.
I remember when I was really numb after when I put fillings in my teeth. I sounded like I had food in my mouth.
Right?
She's supposed to be there.
And I was talking like that the entire time. I was like, saying,
No, my,
"Hey, my name is Jacob.
yeah, my mouth feels like it's this big.
I'm talking like this because my left of my cavity that they put fillings in is now numb."
And the funniest part too is you gotta be real careful because when you try to drink, that side of your mouth is numb
Like it falls
and
out.
it dribbles all down.
And that's what that happened to me before. I tried drinking my
And,
soda.
and it's funny because it feels real warm. This is cold and then that's warm because the part that's numb, you can't feel the cold water.
Are those
Mhm.
prescription glasses, sir? Thank you. Miss
Coming
Shepherd,
to?
you say that you loaned the defendant $1,000 to have his car fixed.
Correct.
He gave you the money, sir?
Yeah.
Why did you give him $1,000?
Well, Mr. Stevens stated that he needed money to help assist him get his vehicle out. Help
what?
him get his vehicle out the shop. And he said he only got
Also, Luca's coming Wednesday too.
And
I don't know about
that he needed
Wednesday.
an extra
I said, I don't know.
He's coming Friday,
I was
right?
thinking, no, he's Friday for sure. I was thinking maybe we'll pick him up. Maybe we'll pick him up Wednesday.
It's the first time you loaned a friend
And get ice cream and.
Well, actually, we were dating at
We'll
first.
see.
We were just dating.
Alright.
I don't want you to get too much crazy with him. Do too much at once.
If he's here too much, then he might start getting on your nerves.
And he does.
Because you got aggravated with him that first
Stevens
night.
said he would pay me back,
Because he just he's
before
You don't
December.
stop.
he don't
He
yeah
doesn't
he is like
Stevens didn't. I
he
haven't
just
heard
when he
anything
loves
from
somebody he's just like all over
Oh
him
my
like
God, he's the
Paul
worst.
would
He's
ask him
just
for
supposed to be with
money.
you.
Yes, Mr.
he wants to be with you
Stevens was
24/7.
totally ignoring my call.
That's one little.
Every time I call, he never
Good little boy.
answered my call at all.
Judge
When he messes with me, too.
Also, when
All right, don't belabor the point. Get over it.
Honestly,
Something else. Fix something.
when we were talking about like Sonic characters or whatever, I was thinking that Luca would be like Tails because you know how he's like he's real because of his because of his high voice, his energy, you know. I was thinking he would be like Tails.
Right? I remember he said he wanted to be Knuckles though when you asked him. He said Knuckles.
Yep.
Knuckles.
Then he
Which
wanted
one's
then,
Knuckles?
then he wanted to be Shadow,
Yeah, which one's Knuckles?
the red one,
The red one? And who's Shadow?
the black and red one.
Black and red? Yeah, see, I don't remember them all. Now, which one's his sidekick, his best friend that is with him all the time? Is that Knuckles?
Sonic, or what do you mean?
Sonic, who's with the
Tails.
Tails? Oh, it's not Knuckles? I thought Knuckles was.
Knuckles is one of Sonic's sidekicks.
Right, but the main one is Tails?
Yes. It's making chicken.
You gonna put any seasoning or anything on that?
Huh?
You gonna put seasoning or anything on that? Barbecue or something?
Put cheese?
I didn't say cheese.
What?
You gonna put seasoning or anything on that? Like
Well, we'll give
barbecue
it to them
sauce or
now.
anything? Oh.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here. You ruined the whole fucking thing.
I didn't ruin nothing, Frank.
No,
You want me to
Frank.
let the pork chops
What do
go
you-
Oh, bad?
No, you gotta make them, and I can't eat this, so I gotta give it to them.
What are you grilling?
I didn't.
Good little boy.
I They can't eat all that.
Some old chicken.
You can still make some barbecue chicken. You can eat barbecue chicken too. Don't have to just eat one meat.
Yeah, I'll get one chicken. All right, man. You want to go into that, man? I want to have regular barbecue. I'll go to hamburgers. Oh, that's a lot of grease
Honestly, in my opinion, sorry.
What do you think of what's actually going on my day?
No, they can't. No, they can't. It is for the rent. That will be together tomorrow. That's for the boys, right? But they can't go over that. I'm doing this, I was gonna make this.
Well, then stop complaining, Frank.
Huh?
Then stop complaining.
Don't bother me then.
I wanted a barbecue. So then I'll let the pork chops go one more day.
Honestly, Algebra 2 was really hard. My teacher was really nice, but it was just really difficult. Like especially with all the problems that she was doing with the little math problems and whatever. It was like,
Well, you were getting ready to graduate. You were senior. She wanted to make sure that you knew your stuff and was ready to graduate. Sometimes having a hard teacher is a blessing because they're preparing you for college. So when you go to college, you're not all lost and not knowing what you're doing. But you don't want a teacher who doesn't care and just passes you, because that's not good.
I mean, she was nice. She didn't really care.
Right?
It was just,
Sometimes a hard teacher is a good teacher.
but it's just that it's all about that thinking. And sometimes when I think too much, my brain hurts.
We all do, honey. Everybody, same thing. You can get a headache from it, yep. And then you feel like all this pressure is on your head, like, oh.
Like I feel really tired, and I feel like I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you just want
I was like that at times when my teacher told me I had to go do tutoring.
you just want to be quiet and left alone, and just everybody just stop and just let you relax for a minute.
I didn't really do good with my final, but I did still pass.
Well, that's all that matters.
I had a little business going.
That's all that matters is you passed.
Actually, I got a couple good grades from like doing tests and quizzes. Not all of them because
Yeah, I never did good on tests because I always panicked when I heard the word test. If you gonna test me, don't tell me you're testing me, because when you do tell me it's a test, I freaking panic. I get all nervous and then I can't think.
I get stressed out.
Yeah, and I can't think. My brain goes blank on me. Even though I know it, because I know it's a test, I panic and I question myself on my answers. And then I go and change them, and then I was right the first time, and then I got them wrong because I changed them, because I doubted myself.
Do you remember which class was the hardest for you?
Physics. Physics was the hardest for me.
What'd you do in physics?
Well, physics and intermediate algebra, but physics was the worst. Physics, that was when I went to school for x-ray. I had to learn about the machines and how they worked and all. And I had to learn about the half-lives and all that have to do with the radiation and stuff. It was so hard.
Then you became like a. You became a.
X-ray tech, mammo tech.
That's what you wanted to be. That's the job you wanted to choose.
That's why I went to school for it. Yeah.
No strings attached.
Oh, okay.
She gave you the $1,000.
So that's how you got your job.
Yep. Did two
And if I don't believe that one,
full years.
you got another one.
Didn't have summer off. Didn't have spring break. Didn't have winter vacation. I went to school 24/7. Every day, 5 days a week for 2 years straight. And then the first year, I did 3 days of class and 2 days on the job field, like learning the machines and all. And then the second year, I did 2 days class and 3 days working on the machines and on actually doing patients and stuff.
Oh goodness. I had technology class before. My my teacher was really mean to me at times, but honestly, but technology class was, I mean, it was fun. It's just that like technology teacher was mean at times, and he would I think I was still in Philly, I was still at Mass, and I only took like I took technology class like probably like almost every year, because so I'm with my with typing, with my how to use a computer, how to play games, how to make games. I tried to make it a game one time, but but then afterwards the coronavirus hit and we didn't finish making the game.
Oh, that sucked. Yeah,
Then I left.
That COVID thing did a lot of bad things to people.
And then I left then that was my last year there, and then we went to Arizona, and then I went to my middle school, my Lehman Virtual Academy.
Well, I bet you when you go to IT tech school, I bet you they'll have you let you build games.
I actually know how to do I know how to do animation. I know how to do
Well, that's good. So
I know how to do
So you're ahead of the game. You already know a lot of the stuff, which is good. So when you get to IT tech, it won't be that hard for you. That's good. Now you go to IT tech and you don't know nothing, then that's when it's hard. But you already are ahead of the game. You already know a lot of stuff.
I'm also and also the thing for my job is that I want to try to learn how to fix computers, see what's the problem with their computer, and I can tell them what's wrong with them. Because when your computer is lagging, you're having a CPU problem. Basically, your CPU is for some reason is overloaded. So that's why your computer is lagging. Your CPU is overloaded.
How do you fix that? That's where your IT tech.
You gotta close a lot of applications, because that's the reason why your computer is really.
You have too many things open.
You have too many things open. That's the reason why it lags.
Right.
Because your that's what happens to your CPU. Just boom.
Too much is in there. Just like when like you said, when you too much going on with too many people trying to teach you and they're talking all at once.
Yeah.
Like you're overloaded. That's the same thing as. So you gotta think of the computer like a human, because it basically behaves the same way as a human does.
So Mom said you're going to college after summer?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll make sure we
IT tech.
I'm only gonna be in college for like 6 months, and then afterwards, then to have my certificate, then I'm gonna start.
You can do the IT, and you can work so many places, man. You can work for the stores, you can work for a hospital, you can work for there's so many companies out there that need IT techs. I mean, you probably get a job anywhere. That's what makes that the perfect job for you.
But you gotta look up the part. I'm trying to tell you.
I heard that you get good money from doing it.
Yeah, you do. You do. And you don't have to deal with a lot of people. You only dealing with the computers. They'll give you the order and tell you whose computer's broken or whatever, and then you'll go in, you'll have access to get to their computer from where you are, and you can fix it for them. That's what they did at my hospital.
John knows.
When I worked at the hospital, when our computers went bad, we would call the IT tech guy
Well, that's what John
on the
knows.
phone and tell him what's going on,
Sure.
and then he would ask me what my number was on my computer, and I would tell him, and then he would join in with me on my computer, and he would fix it for me. That's something like what you could do. So you don't have to deal with people in person, but you can fix their computers and all for them. But you don't have to have them up your ass, because they're actually not there. They're on the computer with you.
Want justice?
You go to school first, see what happens after that.
800 Judy. On the internet,
Frank,
Judge Judy.
he's going to IT tech school. He's going to pass.
Fine.
He's going to do fly with passing colors, and he will get a job doing that. I know he will.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
a perfect fit for him.
Fuck, here you go. You hear that?
Also, I could go to a school to do it too.
Yes.
You can't get all of a sudden people, 100 people come at you.
That's different, Frank. That's gaming. That's gaming. That's not the same thing as fixing a computer. He gets upset with gaming when he gets these assholes that say mean things to him. On a job, they're not going to do that
He's
to
got to worry
him.
about Jacob now. It's all about Jacob.
And the good thing is that they're going to give me support too.
Right.
Like he was up there talking to other people, but whatever. You'll learn. You'll figure it out. It's going to be college, job, family. College, job, family. You heard that movie?
But you don't need to really have a
You see that
family.
movie?
Yeah, I see that. But you don't really need to have a family unless you have like if you want to. But
You already have a family. You're born with a family.
College, job, mom.
Well, they need someone else.
College, job, Luca.
I asked him to
Oh,
start
you
a
coming on all this stuff.
Damn it. No.
College, job, do whatever
because
you
I
want.
felt real funny about the whole situation.
College, job, money.
That's right, college, job.
Right?
Yeah.
Instead of family, college, job, money.
That's right, and you get out.
Well, actually, let me make this in order. College, job, money, retirement.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
What?
right?
That's the way to think. Oh, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. I just
That's all in order.
put it this way. You want to hear something? Put it in your head.
Really?
If I would have
Save, save,
If I would've
save.
did like
Put your
you're
money
saying
in the
now,
bank.
we'd be able to have the house in Florida and a house here. Because I would have so much money.
Save, save, save. You don't need to spend the money. Don't do it. Put it in the bank. Keep saving your money. Keep saving your money. And then as you get older, you get more and more money. You can buy whatever you
I
want.
saw that shit today.
I'm trying to remember how much IT techs would work, like how much IT techs get like
It depends
every
on where you
month.
get the job at. Like, you know what I mean? Like hospitals, I think they pay pretty good money for that. Or companies, special companies, they'll pay good money.
Judge Judy continues.
But IT techs do make good
And
money.
on the next Judge Judy.
So it depends on what the demand is out there. How many companies need IT techs, and how bad do they need you, and how well you learn, how much you
You
know.
go on casinos, and they gotta want you. You gotta be the reason why they want you. You gotta be like a good dude, a happy dude. Everybody likes you kind of dude. They don't want
With
somebody.
an IT tech, they're not worried about that. They're worried about the knowledge,
Yep, you're right.
if you can fix it.
They all do dress like him.
Because
I saw-
IT techs don't need to be communicating with people. Like I said, they fix computers. That's their job.
That dude that came over from John's work, you with Uncle Johnny and Brenda in Florida. You hear me, Jacob?
Mhm.
The dude he brought over to see my car.
Mhm.
He's an IT tech at the coffee company John
An
works at.
angry wife and
Mhm.
daughter
And
face a
that's all he
showdown
does is
with
take care of all the problems. All the machines got problems. He has to go into the computer, plug into it, figure out what's broke.
Mhm.
He makes major money. There's a house in Florida. He has everything.
Also today.
So there you go.
Honestly, I'm just all it is that I'm glad that I graduated. I'm glad I'm going to college. I'm glad I'm going to have a job in the future.
Good.
That's right. So
It
that's
gives you something to look forward to. You gotta always have something to look forward to in life, because if you don't have something to look forward to, it can make you depressed and
you can't worry about
make you not happy with life.
And there are people always like when people asking for something all the time, they'll be able to buy your own shit. Like
You know,
Warren.
he won't need anybody. He'll be able to take care of himself.
Yep. Who's that? Who's she helping?
Why don't I believe you?
Why don't I believe you?
Why don't I believe
Why don't I believe you?
Real cases before a real judge.
What, whatever.
Judge Judy was a rerun. I didn't want to see that.
Well, that dude.
Sherman Brown Jr. was married to
Everyone
a
too.
defendant, but he claimed
Maybe for you he is. Dude, everything you see, you say is a rerun. And you have no idea. You're lying.
Black
with
Lives
his
Matter.
best friend. He's suing his ex for breach of contract. Defendant Monica Brown says it took her 15 years to escape Sherman's mental
They're
and
from Georgia.
verbal abuse.
Yeah.
And once she did, she was forced to file a restraining order against him for stalking and harassing her. She's
That's
countered
it.
So this is during COVID, because they're all on the
This
TVs.
court is now in session.
Honestly, Georgia's pretty nice. I've been to Georgia. I just
But no,
don't.
they fly them out. They fly them out for court.
I'll be seated.
But what they did with the COVID is they flew them out and they did their things on the, did them on the computer at hotels.
I ran out of high school. She got pregnant. We got married.
I don't know if there's chickens
I've been
on
married
there.
for 29 years. Marriage was.
Take a knife and cut one of them and see if it's pink inside.
We went ups and downs. Marriage really didn't get really rocky.
I mean, they're thick, so you gotta slow cook them.
My wife was actually doing an online dating situation, and when I found an email for an online situation, doing my research, I found out that she was actually being catfish. The guy she was talking to, those pictures were on another website.
Mom, do you remember that one time where there was like a bunch of people when Joe Biden won, and then they were trying to like go through like the little house. They tried to go to the house. They had a whole riot, and then there's a bunch of people that was breaking in, and they were all
looting. Called looting. Yep. I remember that.
She has issues. She has
That's
issues
terrible.
that she needs to work on before she gets a job.
People are. That's why, you know what? You don't like being around a lot of people. You don't get along with a lot of people. You know what? It's better that way because people today are messed up, man. They're mean. They do bad things. Like, you know, when things go wrong and the world gets messed up. You saw what happened like with COVID. You saw what happened with the Black Lives Matter with the cop that supposedly beat the black guy to death. And you saw how badly everybody behaved in the city. They were all breaking people's property and stealing stuff, busting cars up and everything. Why? Why are you doing that? Like, that's not going to fix anything or make things better. You're making it worse. And you're going to talk about Black Lives Matter, but yet you're destroying a black man's business. You're breaking in his place and stealing his TVs. But yet, you're saying that Black Lives Matters, but yet you're destroying your own kind's
almost like what happened to George Floyd.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's going to be done. It's going to be done in about 10 minutes. And that's what we're eating, I guess. You said we're eating that instead of his pork?
I can make it tomorrow, yeah. You said you're going to make hamburgers and hot dogs too, though, right?
I didn't say that. When? Now? No, I got 5 o'clock. I want a burger with cheese, and I don't need a roll.
Honestly, that cop was horrible for killing that innocent man that day.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I don't know what George Floyd do to be so, like, you know.
Hold on. Dude, you don't have to worry about. I'll make my own damn. I don't need a roll. I will make my own hamburger. I want a hamburger with cheese and lettuce and tomato without roll. I don't want a roll for it. Yeah, I will. I'll make my own hamburger. Thank you. I'm not lazy or I can do it myself. Anyway, what you say again?
I didn't know what George Floyd do to do such a horrible thing. He didn't do anything wrong too. And just a random cop came to him, put his leg on his head, and he was like, he could not breathe.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know what happened. People break the law, and then
That's not.
For stalking and
what?
harassment. That was last year. This has been continuous. This about me being with other men.
No, I don't think there is. He hasn't been here.
Mr. Brown ruled with an
The water might have been mine.
It has taken me 15 years to break away.
I don't know. Is that ginger ale open yours?
Yeah, that one's mine.
Okay, he said, yeah, that one is his. Dude, you're filling it too full. Oh my God. You almost overflowed it.
30 days in jail for violation, and since then he's been on social media doing live broadcasts.
Yeah, the one ginger ale's his. Put it back in the refrigerator. He's drinking a can of soda.
Family home, which the judge has asked him
Oh my God. See? I'm right with you.
have a contempt out for that. This is
Any of that true, sir?
Just block my ears. I'm not hearing them. I don't need a roll. I just want a hamburger with cheese on it.
Wait, on that same year, didn't they have like a George Bush riot that was happening?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that was a couple years later.
All right, so you don't have to worry about any of
I don't remember. I'm not real good with my history. You might be right.
Miss Brown,
'Cause you're smart with that. You're pretty
well, she
always
tried to get me
right.
arrested because she
So
wasn't
you
paying
might
for
be
the
right.
vehicle that my name was on.
So I remember when George Bush died, everybody was like all like, put up signs being like, just tell, like, being like, they're all like, being all like psychopaths and whatever, like, all like, put up signs being like, no, no, no.
Right?
And this is car. So then when she runs back to where we used to live at.
Rick, I saw that son of a bitch.
They give her one. She had no reason. She never saw me. She never talked to me. But because the court always caters to women, they gave her a restraining order.
Courts always cater to women.
Judge Mathis.
You hear what he said? That's not true. It's a man's world. It always has been, always will be. Look at him with the long nails like a girl. Clip your nails, dude. You're a man. You're not a woman. You can tell he's a lazy person. He don't have working hands like a man.
Bro's just spreading false information, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm right. You're thinking that I don't know what's happening. And if you have a suspicion in makeup,
Guys, the new puzzle game Royal Kingdom just launched. It's relaxing. There's no ads, no Wi-Fi. It's
Well, I don't know what else we're going to eat with the chicken butt. There's 2 pieces of chicken. Said you're making a hamburger. I had a couple hamburger rolls at the hot dog.
I don't need a roll. I don't want a roll.
There's no roll.
I'm going to make me a burger with some cheese on it and some lettuce and tomatoes on it. I don't throw anything out.
I just went to Dairy Queen recently, like, kind of like 2 weeks.
You gotta go there.
Oh yeah.
We gotta go to Dairy Queen one day. If you don't want to go, I'll go.
Because I remember that last time I was there, I got a whole like ice cream sundae with some Butterfingers and chocolate sauce. It was so good.
Now, and I want to go to what you call it too. I want to go to Applebee's. I don't like Applebee's. I don't know why, but it is what it is.
Oh no, I'm getting hungry for ice cream now. Oh my goodness.
We do have ice cream in the freezer.
I think it's almost
We got the vanilla ice cream and I got my almond. I don't know if you like butter almond. Butter almond ice cream. It don't have the
Oh,
no
Bob
nuts.
Ross.
It's good as hell.
Yeah, he died.
He's dead.
What do you got? What did he die?
He's what started my paintings. I have 7 paintings I did, and it started off with him. And pop up back on Oak Street, he bought me the Bob Ross kit. You can go to the art store and you can get like the whole kit, and he gave you all the paint. He gave you the paints, the brushes, the canvas. He gave you everything you needed to paint that particular picture, and that's how I started. First painting.
What was your first painting?
What?
What was your first painting? What did it look
Oh, I
like?
have it down there in the thing. My first painting was the Oak Street house, where I have the trees, the snow, and the fence. It used to be hanging up on the wall, but I took it down. I'll get it out. I'll show it to you. I'll show you all my paintings. Then I got my one that's hanging up right now. I never finished yet because then I got my arm hurt at work, and my hands are all numb now, and I'm afraid to finish painting because I can't feel the paintbrush now.
You just continue to hurt yourself. Let me see.
And I don't want to mess my painting
What
up.
you doing here? Aha, you're looking for hurt. You're looking for pain. Defendant Monica Brown was married to the plaintiff, and she claims once she escaped his mental and verbal abuse, he started stalking her and threatened to post nude photos of her online. What happened with the restraining order? Did you do 30 days?
Remember when I remember me and Papa went on this Ferris wheel. We were stuck all the way on top, and he was just there. Papa was just there, all like scared, and I'm just over there like all happy.
Nobody believed you?
Yes, they did. Nobody believed me.
Nobody believed you?
And I think we were stuck on the top for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes maybe.
Right?
It was a mutual friend.
It was really cool though, good to see the views.
36 days now. I can't help you retroactive.
It was before you got this house because we were at the where like the
Saddlebrook?
no, I meant by like where I'm trying to think. They had like a.
Facebook message. She never talked to me on it.
I'm trying to remember. I don't. Oh goodness, bro. Because there was a carnival like right by the T-Mobile store, and it was right.
Out on Turnersville?
What?
Turnersville, out on 42?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been when we were staying at Saddlebrook. Couldn't have been McCall.
I was trying to think like the carnival we went to.
Scully's? There was Scully's Carnival. It used to come to all the towns every beginning of summer. You know what? That's funny that you should mention that now, because I haven't seen any carnivals open up yet around here. Usually we have carnivals opening up by now around here.
Then the last time you guys had
Because they get the big carnival opened up right over here at the high school.
You know when they like first started like building like the carnival, and then
what?
You know when they like start making the carnival like
Oh my God, they've been around for a long time. I don't know when the first carnivals. I would think way back.
No, I meant by I meant to say like the carnival that how like every year what month and what month does they start the carnivals?
I'm thinking maybe June, because they ain't came yet. So it must be June.
Yes. Where is that? That is page number 4.
And because that addresses everything you just said. That'll address it. I'm going what they said. Judge had already decided.
Then they have the carnival comes here. Then they have the carnival goes to Williamstown. Then they have the big Pittman. Not just the carnival, but they have like the whole street becomes like stores and food vendors and all. Like you walk that whole street and you can buy stuff and eat food and all. When did the carnival start, Frank? Yeah, I haven't seen any carnivals yet. June maybe?
About property.
Because we always have the one that comes at the high school every year.
When they come, I know that.
That's what I'm saying. It's already warm and I haven't seen any yet. I'm like surprised. It must be June. I know it's real hot, so it's got to be June. Because it's always hot when we go to the carnival. I like getting the food, the carnival food. Carnival food's so good. You get the carnival food, get the sausages and stuff. Carnival food.
Honestly, the worst hairstyle that I had was the one in my face, the one in my eyes.
Oh yeah.
The one 2 years.
Down in your face, yeah.
Yeah, I hated that one.
Yeah, your Papa Whalen didn't like it either, because he always used to say he's always got his hair in his eyes and he's got.
And then we tied it back.
Beautiful eyes. He used to get his hair out
I didn't really like it. It was kind of
annoying.
It was very messy.
It was annoying, right? Hard to see and stuff. Always in your face when you're trying to do something. I like her hair. I like it. It looks cool looking.
My hair actually grew out really nice this time.
See how it's got the waves and all in it? I like that hairstyle. That's cool on her.
You know what was a really cool hairstyle? The one I grew out when I first came to New Jersey, years ago when we went to Wildwood. Like the one time we were when Luca was 2 years old.
Because you had a couple of hairstyles.
Cause my hair was curly. It was more like a curly medium hair.
Why are you laughing?
Because she's lying on it.
Later on Judge Mathis.
It kind of looked like this, except it was more curly. And it was the same year.
That was my favorite one. That one you picked.
The same year I got that hair.
That was my favorite one, because you have the curly hair and it fit your face so perfect. So you went from that.
Actually have known Terrell since
when
I
you
was
came
16 years old. He's actually my brother's cousin on his father's side.
To that, and you look so handsome. Everybody went crazy. Aunt April, Uncle Frankie, everybody was like, "That's Jacob." I said, "Yes, it is." I said, "Don't you have a handsome face?"
Here, wait. I'm gonna get my iPad really quick, and I'll show you like a little, like I'll show you like.
Show you the one you like.
The one I had.
It's a cracking item. Shall we now move on to what I think they're worth? I'm going to say
I've been looking at between.
I can see that making in the region of £20,000 for the Victoria, 20 or £30,000. £100,000. What a value! That amazed me.
Tell me something that makes a bubble bath even more enjoyable.
Candles. Music. Another person?
It was going so well until
How about some toys?
your daughters are so embarrassed.
Good answer. Celebrate National Game Show Month on the Family Feud channel.
I'm Sandra Lee, and I'm challenging home cooks to create a 5-star meal on a 2-star price tag. You substituted mushroom for the steak. That is a hack of all hacks.
BET Tyler Perry Comedy. We're the family. With House of Pain and Assisted Living. All the laughs, all the heart. 24/7.
Okay, I like that.
BET Tyler Perry Comedy. This is time for a drum solo. Jim,
You want to be out here with us? I'm hanging outside. I don't like hanging outside. When I'm talking to people, I'm gonna learn how to shut the fuck up. You like to talk.
God, you're a lucky man.
36 days since you ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't really done nothing. But if you got time, if you got extra time on your hands, be a good guy and just go do 36 days. Defendant Monica Brown was married to the plaintiff, and she claims once she escaped his mental and verbal abuse, he started stalking her and threatened to post nude photos of her online. How about the threat to put her on the internet unless she gave you $300? How about that? Is that a lie?
Sir, I don't recall that, Your Honor.
Okay, well, you got ma'am, you should file charges against him for what he did. You should file charges against him for extorting you. That 36 days, that's nothing compared to what will happen if you pursue this and you have the evidence right here in writing. In the meantime, you have not proven one thing that's in the divorce decree that will entitle you to any judgment of anything you're asking for. Therefore, your claim is dismissed, and I wish I could give you more than $5,000. But $5,000 is yours. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.
You know, I feel something.
I wish you well. I have done everything in my life to help you be a better person. What you have done to me and your children, these lies that you keep telling people, you don't work, you have not been a man, and it is ridiculous of what you have.
Oh, this was the hair she was talking about.
Plaintiff Rebecca Simon says she and the defendant became good friends because their
I think it
daughters
is.
were good
I
friends.
think it is.
And they confided in each other
Put this in the
about
washer.
everything.
This was the hair you were talking about?
Because she loaned the defendant $200.
Yeah, I think it is.
Has yet
I
to
think
be
that is the
paid.
same. I think that is the same haircut.
Defendant Heather Winkler admits
I think that is.
I was built a lot more heavier than this.
I think that's the same haircut.
because she
No, it made your face look fuller because your hair was short. You weren't heavy. You were nice. You were real nice.
Okay, so
I know those are very white names.
Yeah, wait, it was.
You look so good. Oh my God, you look so good.
It was this.
And it felt good. I know it felt good because you didn't have all that hair in your face. And you went from all that hair. And you came home and you were like, you felt so good. Like, you know, you could wear your headphones easier and everything. Yep. And I know it makes it look, you think your face is fat, but it wasn't. It was just because you got so used to the long hair look.
I also have dimples too. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Got my little dimples.
Yep.
And when I smile, sometimes I have like dimples go on my face. Like it's really.
Dimples for me.
Yep.
My side of the family.
Okay. How about a white woman named Shaniqua?
Shaniqua.
I was also watching this too. We were watching.
But, you know, I like to have
Oh, good. Look how poofy my hair looks.
Yep. That's when you, I guess at one point when you're growing it in or whatever.
Yeah.
feeling comfortable.
Can't believe my face is so numb.
Ethnicity and background, so we can do all that. Think we're offended. Apologize. Ask if you're offended.
I got corn and chicken, and I got 2 hamburgers on here for you.
We met last
On the clean side, not where all the damn slop fat.
It was around April when it started to become nicer out.
I didn't eat 2.
Well, I made 2 just in case he wants one.
Oh yeah, they had that thing up there with the sign where it says you can't smoke.
Oh yeah.
They didn't have that before actually.
No, because it all started. I think it all started after the COVID.
I'm so sorry. That's what we do on this show.
You got the macaroni salad in too, right?
I don't know if that's still is that alright? Is it still good?
George, yeah, because I didn't eat one.
You bought 2. I already ate 1.
During that time.
Our daughters would always play at the park, and me and Heather became really close. We would talk about
My mouth is going to come on numb. God.
What's going on in each other's lives, and everything was good. At least I thought things were okay. And then earlier this year, yeah.
How long after knowing?
It was May of this year.
She was alone or wasn't babysitting?
Yeah, she.
Remember, I sounded really tired in this because I was getting congested with the pills. I was really.
Don't keep him from bed. Good friends.
It's gonna be nap.
Oh.
Payment agreement.
Look at Luca.
At the beginning, she did say she would pay me back, but she didn't give a specific
Look,
time.
he looked smaller in this
Yeah, he
too.
was
The
smaller.
money, she would pay me back, and as the
I mean, he was like 2 in this.
she said,
No, I think
the
he was
next
older
time I
than
see
2.
you, I'll give you
Might have been
$100
3.
and the rest later.
Well, this was 2022, and he was born in 2020, which makes him 2.
Yeah, he was born January.
She didn't like offer me
New year. January 3rd, 2nd. What the fuck?
3rd.
This paternity leave. Okay, well, I hollered at her, tried to see her on a regular basis romantically.
Luca started liking me more when I first had my short hair. He started liking me
He
more.
always likes you. No matter what kind of hair you had, he always likes you.
No offense to y'all,
You're always Jacob.
Huh?
You think he liked you more with the haircut?
I think he liked he started playing with me more like when I had when I first had that haircut,
Yeah, you think?
I mean he did notice me a couple times. He started playing with me until I had the shorter hair.
Checked it.
Cut it an hour ago. That's so comfy. Jake, you want one of these chickens, dog?
Yeah. Wait, Papa, you want to see something?
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty.
Is that Luca?
That's Luca, yeah.
Black folks get their name from the slave market. You want to embrace it or not?
He's so fucking little. Look how little he
What
is.
about those shoes over there?
He's a little turd.
My kind of family. Your ancestors, they
That'll be too big on him, right?
They didn't have any of my ancestors. None of my ancestors
Baby
were
butt.
known as weak. So tell me, you tell me about the friendship first.
Because I saw his butt
Yeah,
out.
so, Miss Becky, as I like to refer to her as, we did become very good friends. Our daughters they were in the same class.
I think during this stream I was probably 14 or 15.
Oh, I don't know.
This was
daughters, like
Well, my birthday was on the 29th, so I would have been still 14.
Okay.
I would have been still 14.
I started noticing different things
Because
about Becky, as
my,
far as
because
her mannerisms, as far as
since it's on the 29th, that's when I started hitting
kind of
15.
going on with the way that she would speak to me, or the way that she would react towards certain things. For example, if her daughter were to hand her backpack, she would go very slowly to get the backpack or drop the backpack.
I have this too.
Again, as time went on, I think that Miss Simon is either on some sort of painkiller.
You always like video and everything.
Yeah. I have my whole life in like a. I have my whole life on YouTube. Look how was very happy with me.
She fell down the steps. So that, to me and my ex,
So you play with me?
was like, okay, there's something else going on here. Then we decided to end the friendship between my daughter and her daughter.
See.
And the reasoning is because there was a car ride with
See,
my ex.
he liked me here too.
And during this car ride, her daughter had mentioned that she was bisexual.
Where are you all at?
How old are you?
You're all hiding.
My
Watch the fishy. Oh, look at the fishy.
She know what bisexual means. She
Yes.
like girls and boys.
And I do
And she
stuff for
said,
him. I almost did.
yes.
I have a big belly out too. See my big belly?
That was the cherry on the top.
You don't have a big belly. It's just the way you were sitting.
Now, like, look. Compared to this. Compared to this.
You didn't have a big belly, buddy. You never had a big belly. You've always been thin. Like I said, just the way you were sitting. The way you had the picture.
I think it's the way I looked.
The way that her daughter started talking around our daughter. So she is right about the loan. She did give me $200 outside of her.
Look at like that pool, that little tiny pool.
It's funny, you got the big giant pool behind there, and you guys are playing in a little tiny little plastic pool.
Yeah. Like,
that's funny.
Luke I remember Luke used to be very scared to go into the pool because he didn't know how to swim yet till.
He knows how to swim now.
And at that time, it's a lot of money for a mom.
Yeah,
he likes
children, and yeah, so that's why
I was taught swimming lessons. I still have a hard time swimming.
His mom took me swimming lessons.
to the allegation that you moved too slow, maybe you worked too hard.
What happened? I got it.
Because if you smoke crack all
Turkey
night,
in the
you're
water.
tired during the day too. You're moving slow. Am I right or wrong?
Turkey's in the water.
Do you like the picture with me and Tony?
When you smoke crack all night, don't you move slow the next day?
I guess I'm not sure.
You're a little sure.
But I am not on any type of drug. Like, not at all. I just,
When you stop?
I'm just overweight.
When did you stop?
Not so hard.
When
Not
did you
so
stop?
hard.
Stop what? Drugs?
Yeah.
You're pointy.
I've never been on any drugs.
You're doing the sharky kisses. You gotta be gentle.
Yes, you are.
Are they?
Instead of not.
They're not that sharp.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, there's one on my left. I don't know why. There's one on my right ear that I can't get out.
Yeah, you'll have to lay down on your side and let it come out. It's alright. It'll come out later.
Just watch.
You just gotta lay on that side for a while. And then
How y'all doing, guys?
I hate it.
Here, let me show you what's been going on. So right now, I was just sitting down for a moment. So right now, they're grilling. Right now, my grandpa's grilling burgers, and this is what he's been grilling.
Yeah, we got the chicken on.
Huh. Hey, Papa, may I show the chicken for the vlog? That's a good looking chicken.
That's barbecue grill. Here's yours.
Thank you.
Welcome. Cook 'em. Need salt though. Some salt.
And throw it out.
Salt. Here. All right. This bitch too. There's a lot of too much chicken, man. These are big chickens. All right. Well, I have to say.
Excuse me, Marky.
Oh man, this is nice chicken. I want the barbecue chicken. And we get it.
Marky's just being barky.
Marky gotta eat dinner. Marky needs to eat some fucking asking for treats, man. Okay, that's you get the burgers or anything? Or?
Yeah, they would have been burnt by now if I didn't get them.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Good for you, Mom. Good for you. You took care of your hamburgers. So I wasn't planning.
Shit, boy.
Making no fucking hamburgers anyway today. That wasn't the plan. The plan was nothing really. I just happened to. There you go. You got a fork or something? You got something?
No, I don't have a fork.
You need a fork and pick the chicken out with it? Here. Well, I don't even need it. Might just eat with your hands. So this is extra.
Remember when Jack even said, Chef Boyardee?
Yeah, I used to say a bunch of dumb shit. I used to say real weird. Chef Boyardee. Chef Boyardee. That's so corny. I said some corny stuff sometimes.
All right, so what are you doing as far as his hamburger goes?
That's an extra hamburger. I don't know whose it is.
Oh, okay, because I'm just eating mine.
He got what he got. I just want to give him a hamburger. I got no roll, so I'm not going to throw it fucking out. I'm going to put some salt on.
Oh, it's alright. I like it like that. I'll check some really quick. Excuse me. Bro, wait. Alright, so right now, got dinner.
How was that crap, alright?
It's good.
Good. Well, you gotta take care of your teeth, man. I'm having problems with my teeth, kid. Problems with my teeth. It's terrible. I can't even eat. You don't want to be where you can't eat. Alexa, kitchen on.
So, right now.
Alexa, kitchen on.
Okay.
Get a full detail of that sink. You got saliva in your mouth or something like that?
What?
You get saliva in your mouth?
That's just fucking bullshit. This is not right, man. You gotta brush your teeth, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even taste food with these teeth. Are so bad. You better listen to me, man. You don't brush your teeth, you're gonna wind up just like this.
Mm-hmm.
See Bobby Joe? She has no teeth at all.
Yeah.
That is
Yikes.
fucked up. That's worse than me. That is totally worse than me, and that's crazy, man. She shouldn't be like that. She's only 40 years old. But it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
I'm steady telling you.
Catched it.
You know, learn to eat without-
Good reflexes.
Yeah, good. Like you should be. Whatever. Do whatever you want to do.
bone. Goodness. Excuse me. Bro, look at this, bro. I chewed that entire thing up. Loki eats. Oh my god. How are people finding my old comics, dude? How are people finding my old comics, dude? Those shit is old as fuck, bro. How the fuck are you trying to find my stuff? How the fuck are you trying to find my goddamn old comics? Ba 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 ba. Right now I'm on my iPad right now, just trying to check for some things. Come on, let me check chat. Let me check chat, guys. Let me check chat. Nah, nothing useful. Turn it off. It's the same people in my chat, as always. Same people. Say random shit in my chat. Holy moly, holy moly. Yeah, let's check the stream. Let me check. Ba. W food. Ah, there's that thing that Power hates. Maybe. what to do. I'll eat more of my in there. Oh goodness, bro. I have to clean that up.
Oh man, that was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, right for a quick deal. For a quick damn dinner. You're gonna mess up. That's a good boy. Pick up your shit. Well, how'd you get it on the floor?
Oh, just there was some crumbs on my lap, and I had to clear. I fell down on the floor, so I cleaned it up.
That's good. You didn't hear everybody complain like mama. All right, that's good. Mm. Mm. Good salt.
Right.
Oh man, some more chicken here. Some more.
I still always remember that frame I see out there. Always.
Wow.
My hands down best pop-up ever.
Where?
It's a nice frame, you know. I'm just Lucas frame.
What's it say?
Hands down best pop-up ever. Love it.
Well. Hmm. Coming out, Dave?
Yeah.
Judge Judy continues.
Wait, let me get a drink really quick.
And on the next
Here you go, Mikey. Hey, Marky over here. Want to say hi, Marky? Never mind. I guess not. Oh yeah, I had another can somewhere around here. I had another soda can. I'll put the rest in the fridge. Then we'll go up here and get my. Where's that bag? Where's the bag with the Oh, I must have put it in the bathroom. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, let me put my iPad down. I don't really need you to. No idea. Yeah, I think while Luca was gone, he put Nickelodeon on, or. Still on fun, actually. Yeah, I'll be right back. I don't know if they fixed the water problem, but let's see if it's working now. Still not working. That sucks. There's Marky down here playing with his toy, because Marky does that a lot. Wait, let me just do. There was Aunt April and Uncle Frank's number up there. I don't want to show it. Wait. Oh yeah, because I need to go put the cans and I have to put it in the fridge, because that's the last can I have in my bag. So why not we just... Oh, cranberry juice. Ugh. I don't like crab. I hate cranberry juice, honestly. Yeah, this is my voltage. Put that in. Damn, look at that. Got a whole cheeseburger out here, bro. Got a whole cheeseburger. Marky just making noises. As always. So what do I just do this and just do that? What on earth is Marky doing? What are you doing, Marky? Silly Marky. Or you just being silly over there playing with his toy, as always.
Jacob.
Yeah?
Recycle, honey. Plastics go in here under here.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just reminding you. Letting you know.
I forgot.
My mom's big on recycling. Gotta save the world. Gotta keep it a nice, clean world for you guys when you grow up.
I gotta watch this one. Where's it going? Easy eater, what's it called? Ice cream. I gotta get in there.
Yeah, it's definitely not a rerun on this one.
Jimmy James claims 32-year-old filmmaker Matthew McDaniel didn't pay him for footage.
Not a rerun on this one.
Bye.
It's like a monkey over here just...
You good?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm pretty full, yeah.
Okay. Make sure you had enough to eat, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Here, let me get my iPad. So I can, like, do something with it, too. I gotta clean my hands. Ugh. Ha ha ha. But ha 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 ha. Wait. Yeah, we good. We good. We fine. We fine, guys. Turn that off. I might just stream for like 3 hours, cause just do a little IRL stream, you know. Oh, excuse me. I heard a lot. I thought I heard like a little siren. I thought I heard a little siren.
You say you had an agreement, some sort of written agreement?
Yeah, I had him sign a general release the day before the program aired.
What was that all about? The siren.
You remember signing this general release, sir?
I signed a release. It wasn't anything on it, but just a couple of lines on there. And that's when we got into an argument. I asked him, where's the logo? Because that logo wasn't on there when I signed it. And a lot of stuff on there wasn't on there. And that release...
Just a minute. Mr. James. You're in business, right?
Right.
You don't sign something that's in blank, unless all the blanks are filled in. Just for the future. Future reference. You don't sign this unless it's all filled in.
But I was at a disadvantage. My car had broke down. I needed money. He knew that. I told him that. He attacked me with the money. Well, you should come and take the money because you need your car fixed and sign it. The only way that you will get paid is you sign this before they put it on the air. Then he had edited everything before.
If you hadn't signed the release, sir, he couldn't have used it.
The release wasn't signed.
Listen to what I'm saying to you, sir. He needed your release, and all I'm saying to you, I don't know why you're arguing with me. You think I'm wrong when I say to you, as a business person, you don't sign documents where there are blanks. Am I right?
Right.
Period. Mr. James, when you signed this release, did he give you any money?
He gave me $250.
Okay.
But that's not what we agreed on. He said he was going to pay me the rest of the money after he get the money from the record company. He got the money and didn't even pay me. He didn't even call me or anything.
The day that you signed this release, did you get money? The answer is yes.
Yeah, I got $250. But it was a due of another $250.
That's what he said. He says no. He says that you had agreed on $250.
That's a lie. Okay. I'll prove to you that everything I'm telling you is accurate. First of all, it should have been $250 on that release, and it should have.
Are they fighting over $250?
Absolutely.
Oh God, bro.
He knows how this works. When I get paid, he gets paid. This time it took a little longer than usual, but they paid me. I called them up, and
When you're done eating your chips, you gotta make sure you close them up, because what happens is they'll go stale real quick in this air. And you don't want to eat stale chippies.
Yeah.
He came over and apologized after we had had an argument, took the cash. Then 2 days later, he calls me talking about I argued a data tape, something crazy, and he wanted more money. So, you know, you can see on there clearly, I didn't force him to take the money or something.
James, you signed this.
Wait, no, check chat.
$250 cash. You signed it.
Yeah, but we were supposed to get back together and he can owe me another $250.
It says paid in full.
Good to see.
This guy's stupid. It says paid in full. You don't sign something that says paid in full if it's not. That's why you gotta read.
It says paid in full.
That's why I always read before you sign off on something.
Yeah.
Make sure you read it. Make sure it's saying what it's supposed to say.
That's true. People could be so like.
People can put anything in there and lie. And then you go sign it off, and then here you're going to lose everything because you signed it. To see in court, when you sign it, it's signed. That's it.
Did you see it, sir?
Yes, I think it.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Because I'm curious.
May I see something right quick?
No, you don't have to say anything, sir. This is not, we're not reinventing the wheel here. This is not a difficult case. The program aired in March. You signed a receipt in May of
Hey,
1998.
she's going to hold him to it because he signed it.
You just
Why you read what you sign.
Doesn't, I don't care whether it's 5 seconds or
I mean, it is what it is.
Who signed it? Short hair.
He signed it, paid in full, and he's trying to say he still owes him $250.
Is that the funeral?
That's the video they did.
Shit.
Dad, that was old as hell.
That's easy, boy.
That was old as hell. The way it looks.
Okay.
The big star.
Sir, is that it was
Yeah, but it wasn't a professional video either.
All right, and what I'm telling you is
The guy was only paid $250 to do it.
you signed a receipt for payment in full May, 2 months later.
That's why you read what you sign, always.
Later today.
He's screwed because he already signed it.
Which left approved. And that's going to give me what I need.
he put me on the wall and held me by my throat and popped me in the neck.
Especially the small print. When you see something regular and then you see something at the bottom real tiny, that's the most important part to read. Because that's the part they're trying to con you from. Oh, don't worry about that little bit of writing. It ain't nothing. And then later on you find out it was a lot.
They probably just like all they did was like say like, oh, you know what, this should be fine, let's just sign it and boom, and they don't even listen.
Yeah, especially and yeah, that's really a red flag when they're like all over you about signing it, like sign it real quick and shit. Then you know you should. That's when you need to know something might be up.
Probably favorite thing of all time.
What's that?
The calm music and the "we'll be right back" screen.
Yeah, it's like they run out of commercials or something, and then they put this on to take up the time.
Like screw it, lazy. Let's just put up the screen right over here.
Because they show so many same commercials over and over and over again. It's like, can you come up with some new commercials? Like, it's ridiculous.
And they're like, we can't think of anything more creative, so let's just put up this.
Lake Manatee. Oh, $3.89 home dues. I can't pay that. I can't pay no whole fund. I don't know what would make it is. Son of a bitch. Lake Manatee. Lake Manatee is awesome. Too much fun. This place is still selling. What happened here? Nah, that's bullshit.
Content now, Bebo? Both you boys ate tonight?
Turnkey store terminal. Excellent. Discover.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jimmy James says Matthew McDaniel didn't pay for all the footage he used in a 30-minute film on rapper Eazy-E's life.
What did you do? Slow motion that, sir?
Slow motion, yeah.
I assumed that's what you did because it looked like it was going in slow motion. So I don't know how many seconds was it real time and how many seconds was it in slow motion time. It really doesn't make any difference, Mr. James. You signed a receipt paid in full.
See?
In May.
You messed up, dude.
Who signed him?
Yeah, she didn't read it before he signed the dumb thing. He lost. You get a signed contract said paid in full, man, you're screwed.
This is not over with. I'm going after him in the record company because I didn't give them permission to use 12 seconds of my footage that I did not get paid for. We had agreement. He's a liar.
Now, the next case.
This ain't
mess with them guys. You don't know he's messing with.
What's he gonna do?
He's messing with that Eazy-E gang. They'll fucking kill you.
22-year-old accountant
That's
Tonight Robinson
Tupac's
says a
people. One of them
restraining
crazy guys.
29-year-old
Ice Cube.
assaulted her
That's
and
who they
refuses
are.
to pay back money she
I don't know if they can do that. I don't know if they can. Which call them small claims court? If they can, what's that called when you you don't agree and you're going to take it up higher? Can't think of it, man. I'm telling you, man. I think my words are lost.
Well, why don't you tell me about the loans first?
Well, in my
When you don't
profession, I
agree
do a
and you want to take it
job
back to
with
court
my job,
again.
but I also own my own collection agency. So, for my purposes of making more money, I decided to relocate to Chicago, which is where we grew up. And when he got to Chicago with the
Sapini? No, not
my family, he wasn't able to find a job. So it was very painful to see him go through things and not being able to have money of his own. So I said, what are you
Take it
gonna
back
do?
to court. I can't think of the word, but
I'm gonna try
take
to
it back
work.
to
And I'm like,
court,
well, you're not
court
looking hard
again,
enough.
because you
He said, well,
You appeal it.
appeal. Thank you. Thank you. Appeal. I couldn't think of the word, Frank.
He then started school in November of
Thank you.
97, and he needed money to get the tools
Appeal.
that was necessary because he was,
I don't know if you can appeal these. They say that these court cases are final.
that you give him for school. A little bit
I
over.
don't know what he's going to do. He said he's going somewhere else.
And you say there
He
was
said it ain't over with.
that he was supposed
Bro,
to repay you.
they're just making stuff up.
Is that right,
His
sir?
hand's shot too.
I really didn't
Those
understand.
guys are bad, man.
My belief is that I shouldn't have to pay her back anything because we were
Not of
married. I
age.
figured one person should help the other.
I shouldn't have to pay her back nothing because
But
we
would
were
you
married.
understand
Oh,
that
here we go again.
these were loans?
What are you bitching
It's a
about?
loan.
She said they were loans, but
She said they were loans. Oh, okay, they were loans for her, but not you.
She said they were loans. She said, I will loan you the money. Is that what she said?
correct.
And you took the money.
I did.
Then you owe it
And
back.
now it's your position that since you were married, it couldn't have been a loan. Is that your position?
I don't feel that I owe her for us trying to build a life together. That's basically, that's all my position is.
But right now,
What's he
Mr.
saying?
Robinson, you're not building a life together.
You're separated.
You're going to get a divorce. Right?
That's right.
That's
You
probably
need to shut the fuck up.
So
man.
that if I take your position
You're no longer married, so it's a loan.
reasonable, and if you were standing here as two people who were living together, building a life together, and
That thing,
she's
did you
suing
turn that back
for
on?
alleged
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
loans to you.
I was gonna say, I know I turned that off.
I might say, well, you know, he's got the point to that. They're building a life together. She's going to benefit from his trade, right? Because he'll be working, bringing in money, supporting a household. But right now, he's not going to benefit at all from the $1,100 she lent you.
That's a lot of money. Oh,
at this point.
that's $1,100, dude. What are you nuts?
Goodness.
He's saying it was a marital asset. They was both building a life together, and he don't owe it to her now. But yet he's divorcing her now.
And also,
Yeah.
because also he wasn't working.
And he wasn't
his
working.
mother came
So
to
you're
stay
dumb,
with
lady.
us In my house for
You should
Christmas.
know better.
And he says, well, sweetheart, you know, I don't have any money to buy my mom anything. He says, I promise I'll pay you back. And I said, well, what kind of money are you talking about? He says, whatever I see I like for her, I'll pick up and you charge it. So I know how much I owe you back.
So how much did you charge for your mother?
Close to 300, maybe a little more. I mean, it.
How much did he charge for his mother?
It was a little bit over 300, almost closer to 4.
And that was your arrangement, that you were going to pay her back for that.
Yes, it was.
All right, let's get to these calls, please. I want to hear about this.
June is the
Because
season.
the bulk of the money that you're suing for is really for not only medical bills.
Show me Jacob.
Oh, is that cherries?
Yeah. They perfect cherries or what? That's from our
Whoa.
cherry tree.
Look at cherries. I remember you had like a Facebook post where you had a whole cherry tree.
Yep, and I did the bowl for the cherries. Yep, in June they all bloom. And then, remember I showed them to you the other day, they were green? Was it you I showed them to? Maybe it wasn't, hold on.
Maybe it was Luke, I think.
No, I think it was
And I said, well, let's get out of my face. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm not going to change my mind.
That is not the way that happened.
I'll let you tell your side of the
Okay.
story, sir.
And I pushed him out of my way because he's without my heels, he's much taller than me. And I pushed him out my way. I said, I'm not going to talk about it. So I went to my room and he came after me. He waited about 5-10 minutes.
That's a big
He's like,
tree,
well, we
too.
need to talk about this.
We'll get a lot of cherries
because
on this year,
I need
friend.
money for this because he never had money to give back and forth.
Look how small and little, and look how different they look before they...
So he grabbed me under
They
my
look like
arm.
grapes at first.
That's before they're ready. Look at the difference.
The one before they grew all the way.
The green is the real small, then they turn yellow, then they turn red, and they get bigger. See how much bigger they
Those are
get?
tiny little grapes.
Right? And you know what they were before that? They were
What?
flowers.
Oh,
They were flowers. Isn't that crazy?
that's really cool.
That's like a perfect cherry right there. Look at that. Look how dark that is. That's a perfect cherry.
Wow.
Not many people have cherry trees in their yard.
Every day with a full charge.
I didn't even know what it was when we first moved in here. It didn't start doing the cherries until like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. I never even knew it was a cherry tree.
Wow.
It had to get to a certain, it had to grow to a certain size and all to start. And I trimmed it down. I cut off all the dead stuff. I fed it Miracle Grow, Shake and Feed, and then all of a sudden it started growing cherries on it.
Football fans are competitive, especially when it comes to tailgating. This season, we've got new teams, new super fans here in the middle of City Park in New Orleans. Oh, I'm getting excited.
I was in a bathtub at my aunt's place yesterday. I was really relaxed to the point where I almost fell asleep in the bathtub.
Oh, isn't that a good feeling?
Makes me feel really relaxed.
I haven't took a bath in a long time, man. I need to. We got that hot tub upstairs, that massage tub, and I ain't never used it since we lived here. I need to use it one day. I need to set it up and use it one day. Especially before we move. Got a spa tub and I never used it. Is that crazy?
Yeah. That's in Papa Frankie's room, right?
He's used it before, yeah. But I never used it.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Brian Robinson admits to hitting his estranged wife, V.L. Robinson. She wants him to pay her medical bills and loans.
You have a photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I see, please? You went to the emergency room of the hospital the same day?
Well, not the same day because I don't drive, and because of the condition of my eye, I couldn't drive.
So when did you go? The next
I
day?
went the very next day. My sisters came in.
All right, sir. How'd she get a black eye?
When I went to leave out the door, she grabbed me by my arm and she pulled me back into the door. And I stood in the door and I pushed her back inside the door. Not to embarrass me.
I feel like I feel like I want to pass out, dude.
When I came back into the house that evening, she grabbed me by my arm again, and I asked her not to touch me. When she slapped me in my face, that's when I grabbed her. I grabbed her and I pushed her to the ground, and that's when I hit her. But other than that, it could have been resolved. I mean, I asked her to talk about it. I asked her not to even grab me or to touch me the way that she was doing.
Mr. Robinson, how old are you, sir?
I'm 29.
When was the last time you held down a full-time job?
In July.
And how long did you have that job?
I had the job for 2 months because the company was small and it didn't
Prior to
produce
the
much.
2 months of holding down a full-time job, during the marriage, when did you hold down a full-time job?
Before we moved back to Chicago.
You can understand her frustration, can't you?
Yes, ma'am, I can, but...
So, I mean, what did you do all day, sir?
The reason I went to school was so that I could have a better way of looking for a job, where I wouldn't have to go out and search and work temporary and part-time jobs.
Well, let me ask you
And
this
that's
question,
the reason-
Mr. Robinson. Do you have children?
Yes, we have one child.
And this technical school that you were going to, what were the hours of your technical school?
8 to 2:30.
Okay. You know what I think, sir? If you go to school from 8 to 2:30, at 3 o'clock you should be at a job, so that you are employed and assisting and bringing home money to assist and support yourself and your family.
That is true.
So why didn't you do that?
I worked at a grocery store for $5 an hour. I worked at a grocery store, and all I heard was complaints from her as to how much money I was making.
Did you ever complain that he wasn't earning enough money doing this part-time work?
Because I did, and I'm going to say yes. And that's because when he got his check was $80. By the time he cashed it, it was $70-something. By the time he bought his little trinkets that men get, cigarettes, beer, all that, he would come to me by the time tuition time came around. Hey, where's my tuition money? But didn't you just get a check? It is true. It is true. It is true.
All right, look, it is clear, it is absolutely clear to me that this marriage is going nowhere but to the courts eventually. Mr. Robinson, you clearly made an agreement with your wife to pay her back certain monies that she advanced to you for the school and certainly things that you bought for your mother. You also, sir, put your hands on her, and she was pretty seriously injured according to the emergency room report. You can't do that. That's unacceptable.
Judge Judy is ready to rule. This season, we went searching for the very best. So join me in my kitchen here for some truly memorable meals. Welcome back, everybody, to Emerald Cooks. Welcome to Hollywood. Let's go. Where your favorite celebrities and family members battle.
I'm going to kill her.
What'd you guys make? The winning meal. That's safe.
Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available and it won't cost you 200 pounds, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20 because they're selling it for just 2 pounds. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just 2 pounds. Forget about getting injections. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available and it won't cost you 200 pounds, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20 because they're selling it for just 2 pounds. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just £2. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available, and it won't cost you £200, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20, because they're selling it for just £2. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just £2. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available, and it won't cost you £200, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20, because they're selling it for just £2. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just £2. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available, and it won't cost you £200, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20, because they're selling it for just £2. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just £2. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available, and it won't cost you £200, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20, because they're selling it for just £2. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just £2. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available, and it won't cost you £200, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20, because they're selling it for just £2. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just £2. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available, and it won't cost you £200, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20, because they're selling it for just £2. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for just £2. Forget about getting injections because Botox is already available, and it won't cost you £200, nor 100, nor 50, not even 20, because they're selling it for just £2. It comes in this little cream. Look, it's quite concentrated and hydrating. It moisturizes really well. It feels really luxurious on the skin. I don't know if you can see. Look how hydrated and how luminous the skin looks. So, stop wasting your money on injections, Botox, because you can get it here for
Around the neck, into a corner.
In real cases, in real conflict. She's a real judge with over 15 years of courtroom experience.
This is my courtroom. I ask the question.
All parties on Butler versus Torres. Step forward, please. April Butler says she loved Ray Torres. He loved her back, but then he started to beat her. Now she wants him to pay. Order, all rise. Order, all rise. This is number 42 on the calendar in the matter of Butler versus Torres.
Ms. Butler, Mr. Torres, I've read your complaint, and I've read your answer, sir. From what I gather from your papers, two of you were involved in a long and tumultuous relationship. Moved in and out with each other several times. You have children, 3 children, is that right? Yes. And that relationship finally ended after there was an assault, you were injured, and you say that Mr. Torres destroyed some of your property.
Your Honor,
yes.
I'm not sure about what she's claiming I destroyed as far as her property. That's why we're here today, I guess.
Well, you admit you assaulted her, sir.
Yes.
And that matter is being handled in the criminal court.
Right.
Were you convicted in that matter? You were not. And you've had no trial. Tell me when the two of you met.
Didn't you go in and plead guilty and you start your time tomorrow?
I
6
pleaded
months?
no contest, and that trial will be held tomorrow. Civil.
You pleaded no contest, which means, just a second. You pleaded no contest, which means that you pled guilty, sir.
Well, basically,
Mr. Torres.
Plea bargain,
Mr. Torres, I'm very smart. Now, let's start with that premise, sir. A no contest plea means that you pled guilty. There will be no trial. Am I correct?
I haven't been sentenced yet, Your Honor.
That's a different story. You may not have been sentenced yet. Were you told what the sentence was going to be, sir?
Yes.
And what was the sentence?
Jail time, fine.
How much
restitution.
jail time?
Maybe 160 days.
180 in 6 months, 5 years probation.
All right. So you're going to be serving 180 days in jail. What kind of restitution do you want to pay in that case, sir?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I have no idea.
You have no idea yet. Okay. And that was for assaulting Miss Butler.
Basically, yes.
How long did you two live together?
1 year as of the 22nd of this month.
And you lived together with your children?
Yes.
You made the police report alleging damage.
Right.
And how much do you allege that damage was?
I'd say $1,500.
Okay, and that was as a result of paint?
Yeah, he threw it all over my couches and my...
Not throwing the paint on the couch. That was an accident when we were moving those couches out of the house. She left an open can in the middle of the room.
Let me tell you this, Miss Butler. In your complaint, you do allege that the spilling of the paint can was an accident.
Yes.
You say that after
But then he threw my clothes into the paint to absorb it. And it was all my brand new clothes went into the box.
What was this argument about back in April?
Okay.
Because I was gone to the valley to take my sister to the airport. She was gone.
What was the argument about, sir?
Your Honor, we had given notice to the owner of the house because I was waiting for escrow to close on a house that I was purchasing.
What were you mad about?
We started arguing because when I got back to her house that day, I assumed she was using drugs that day, and I asked her about it. And
What made you assume she was using drugs that day?
because she's had a bad habit of smoking marijuana, and we were both trying to solve our problems, and that, to me, that wasn't solving the problem.
Well,
But
let me
on
ask
the
you
other
this
hand,
question.
she
She
was mad
says
at the fact that we had to move out.
She says that you were using drugs. Were you using drugs, sir?
We were both using drugs.
What kind of drugs were you both using?
We were smoking marijuana.
In the house?
Yes.
Where were the children when you were smoking marijuana?
Not around.
What do you mean not around?
When they were visiting their dad.
Are you telling me, Miss Butler, that you never smoked marijuana while your children were sleeping in their rooms?
No.
Did he?
No. I wouldn't. No. We never did drugs on my children.
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay, so you had this argument over the paint, and according with the paint, and the paint spilled, and let us assume he tried to sop up the paint, is what you're saying with your clothes.
My brand new clothes my sister had just bought.
Okay. You had an argument in April, and during that argument, the can of paint spilled, and according to you, he took some of your clothes and sopped up the paint. Well, the couches may have been involved, but even according to you, that was an accident that the paint spilled. Is that right?
What if he wasn't throwing them around like a football player all through the house?
Well, that's not what you say in your complaint. Now, you say in your complaint that he accidentally spilled the paint, and he was sopping up the paint that he spilled using your clothes, which was not a nice thing.
Right.
But that's what you allege in your complaint. So let's try to stick to the facts. Now, what I don't understand is after you had this major argument where he sopped up the paint with your clothes, and you were really arguing loudly with each other, he left, but then you moved back together again. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why? Do you see my eyes? I'm looking at her. Why? I'm trying.
He lost his job for 5 years, and he came to me crying, saying that
Your Honor, that's not even. That's
he
not
wanted
even
me
the same.
back.
Mr. Torres,
During that time.
Mr. Torres,
Yes.
do I look to you like I run my shop?
Love turned violent. Judge Judy returns in a moment.
No, I cannot believe you try to make this out to be me. Okay, it's not me, it was you.
Welcome to a new season of Martha Cooks, delicious food, delightful guests, and lots of fun. Good food, good friends, and good times. Bon appetit. Watch free on the Groupie Channel.
So he came back to you.
Yes, and he said that, you know, he wanted me back, and he, you know, done with all his usage of partying, and he.
So he
had
begged
made
your
a
forgiveness.
mistake. Yes, he begged my forgiveness.
And you took him back.
And I went back.
That was very foolish of you.
Well,
You know
under the
that.
circumstances of what I gave up, I ruined my credit from moving out on my 6-month lease. And my children and me are homeless right now because of everything that I put on the line for him.
So you moved back with him.
She moved in with me.
I said she
Into
moved.
this new house that he said that if we got together.
Now let's get to the assault. The assault took place in this new house?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was living there a total of 3
These are
weeks.
pictures.
You have pictures of
Yes.
what you look like?
And this is the police report.
I'd like to see the pictures first. Show them to Torres. Show the photographs to Mr. Torres. Mr. Torres, why don't you tell me why you assaulted her? You admit that you punched her in the face and broke.
She was the violent one. I mean, earlier that day we were fighting and I left the residence. She was assaulting me.
How was she assaulting you?
She was hitting on me. She was hitting, scratching me, tore my shirt off her back.
Not true.
He knows the truth. She knows the truth. Well, anyway, I returned around 10:30 that evening, and we started fighting again. She attacked me.
Well, let me hear about this fight, because that's really what we hear about. We're really here about compensation for this assault.
We were wrestling on the floor. I managed to make it to the phone.
Who started this wrestling?
She did.
He walked into the house, and I was laying on the bed, 10:30.
Oh my
Four
goodness.
kids there.
Which
One's
four?
my nephew and the 3 children. And we're laying
Look
on
up.
the bed. He walked in, screamed,
Passed
"Get
out.
out!"
That's all right.
My children. And I said,
Beautiful
hey,
out.
Don't talk to my kids like that. And he came over and lay on the bed. And
Nothing wrong with passing out,
really
taking
hard.
a nap.
And he looked me in the
Refreshes
face
you,
with
makes you feel
anger,
better.
And I slapped him. I said, hey, what's your problem?
There's something in this house that
That's
makes
when
people
he started
pass
going
out.
off and he closed fist.
Your mom, she was passed out when she was out here. Everybody passes out in that chair.
She knows that it's true.
I was so out of it, dude.
What's that?
I was so out of it. I guess.
No, that's okay. You need rest, you take it. You ain't got nothing to do. It's ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I swear there's something in this house that, and that chair. Because I passed out in it, your mom's passed, everybody passes out in that chair in that corner. I think it's like the fresh air and just comfortable.
I'm most sympathetic with your kids.
You feel comfortable and you feel safe if you go to sleep.
Love, affection, need, or whatever, you allowed yourself to remain in a situation that was not only good for you, but was terrible for your children. And you kept them like a yo-yo. You kept bringing them back and forth and back and forth. I mean,
man, my mouth is still numb.
Now my legs feel numb. The bottom of my legs feel numb.
For a long time?
Maybe I was laying down.
No, I'm talking about my face on this 14.
No, but it felt like. Doesn't your blood pressure slow down when you're resting?
Oh yeah. Yep.
No, it's not.
Sure does.
No, it is not.
Your heart slows down, your breathing slows down.
I cannot believe you.
Everything slows down. But that's good, because that's important. That's why your body needs to rest. That's why when your body needs to rest and you go to sleep, it needs it. So it refreshes you and rejuvenates you, make you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sandra Lee, and I'm challenging home cooks to create a 5-star meal.
Your body saying, I'm tired, I need rest, and I'm going to get it.
For the steak. That is a hack for all hacks.
And the people that say they don't sleep, that's not good. That's not healthy.
This competition
Gotta
is
sleep.
about understanding the fundamentals and traditions in sushi and Japanese cuisine.
I'm ready.
This could be anyone's game.
For everyone out there, follow your lead.
You eat some good food, you get a nice shower, you feel comfortable where you're at, and then you sleep like a baby. And you took your medicine too. It always seems like your afternoon medicine
Yeah, bro.
hits you harder than your morning medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I right? Does it? Because when you take your morning medicine, you seem fine. But then when you take your afternoon medicine, it seems like it hits you. That's like my blood pressure medicine. And I told my doctor, I said, it keeps making me tired and making me pass out and fall asleep.
Look at me.
So he told me, you were sleeping. So he told me to switch my one pill to at nighttime. And he said that'll probably help me.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and I'm still passing out, but not as bad as I was.
Yeah.
I'm on so much blood pressure medicine, it just makes me tired all the time.
I get what you mean.
So I know how you feel with your medicines. They make you tired.
It's like that.
Mm-hmm. But you have to take it, because if you don't take it, then you don't do well. Like my blood pressure goes up, and then I get all stressed out, and so I have to take it. But at the same time, it makes me so tired. It makes me just like be lazy and just sit around and not want to do nothing. But I don't want to have a stroke, so I know I gotta take it.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be careful.
Yep. Cherry tree, I can't believe how big it is. I gotta trim it again. I gotta take those real long pieces and cut them back. And then cut the ones underneath so it can grow healthy again. Gotta keep trimming it so that way it gets thicker and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done a whole lot of summer stuff yet.
Yeah, I haven't started doing so much stuff either.
I gotta get off my lazy ass. I gotta start doing it. I gotta get up and start cutting the bushes and raking the leaves and doing like I always do every summer.
I should like one day I gotta like swim with Luca.
Ever since I stopped working, man, I feel like I got lazier.
And the responsibility you have for yourself. Your responsibility is to your children. That's right. And you have not, quite frankly, at least during the past year, put your children's welfare before your own social happiness.
You worry about that guy over there that you need to get out of your life. He's a bad guy.
But that's would be your judgment if you were alone, if you didn't have kids. You have kids, and you really have to be more careful.
Yep, once you have kids, man, kids come first.
I think you understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kids come
As for
first.
You, Mr. Torres,
Your life is no longer yours once you have children.
There's no question that you assaulted her.
Your life becomes theirs now.
And they look pretty dismal.
You gotta take care of your kids, man. You have them and you give birth to them. You gotta take care of them, man. It's your job.
Mm-hmm.
Until they're old enough to take care of themselves.
Part of her claim today.
And then you'll get it back tenfold by your kids because they'll love you for taking care of
Try
them.
to sop up this paint on the ground, but I don't think that that's really the gravamen of this complaint. That's not really the heart of this complaint. The heart of this complaint is the injury that you caused her on that day.
And my children.
Well, no, you're both responsible for that. You're both responsible for that. Folks, you're still fighting. Put a period. Your relationship is bad news. It's destined to do nothing for either one of you, especially for you, Miss Butler, and certainly will do nothing for your children.
That's right.
One more
Let
note
'em
before
go.
I end this case and give you my final judgment. I don't believe either one of you when you say that you weren't using drugs in the house when the children were there.
It was in the garage.
Well, first they were with their.
It don't matter. It's still the house.
Miss Butler,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that you were.
You're doing drugs and you're in front of your kids doing it. It don't matter if you're in the garage or the kitchen.
At the knee.
You know what that person was talking about?
Yeah.
Well, the person you select to be a caregiver for the moment, and that's him.
Don't do drugs when you have children, man.
Hey, I have a question.
You gotta be right-minded when you take care of children.
I have a question.
What?
Do you have any marshmallows?
Yes.
Do you know if we can like you can like set up a fire so I can like put marshmallows in it? I can try.
Yeah. When do you want to do that?
I'm pretty hungry right now. I can,
Right now? You want to do it?
yeah.
That's all. This is over.
Results to step out, please.
That's for justice, I guess. That's justice, right? No, I don't, because I took him for a lot more than that, and there's no money insurance.
I thought it was very fair.
Throw this shit out of the way. These away.
Damages for the assault, which I totally to do it. Sorry I ever met her.
I'm going to jail.
Sorry I ever met her. You beating on her, man. What the
My
hell's wrong?
goodness, dude.
Oh, bad guy.
Step forward, please. Now, the next case.
Sorry you ever met her.
Needed to get out of town fast. Charles
I'm sure she's even more sorry.
But he may be the one who was taken for a ride.
I read the complaint and answer in this case. It doesn't seem like a very complicated case. Mr. Landry, your complaint says that the defendant, Miss Washington, was in a very abusive relationship with a boyfriend. How did you know her?
I know her through my friend Nicole Jordan.
And she wanted to get her kids out of town to St. Louis
Correct.
to visit some relatives because of this bad relationship. She needed airline tickets fast. She didn't have the money. We lent her $714 for her kids.
That's correct.
Two of her three children to go to. Correct.
Oh, school guys doesn't that?
That's correct.
And now you want your money back.
That's correct.
Yana, he did not lend me any money.
So let me hear about it.
So it'll be.
Okay, I met Charles at a bar.
You know what?
He and I was one night. Okay, Charles had this thing for Nicole. Charles tried to buy Nicole. He tried to buy her family. Charles did not tell
How are
me.
you related to Nicole?
I'm her
Wow.
sister-in-law. Charles did not tell me that it was a loan. Nicole called me at work after an incident that happened at her house the night before. Okay, she locked me in her
Yeah, wait,
house
let me.
because she didn't want me
I'll
to
be right
go
back.
to
I gotta,
her.
like.
It's getting too complicated.
Yeah, let me move this out of the way. Now you won't see anything.
She had an argument. Who? No, you had an argument with my boyfriend because he broke your window. Because you wouldn't get out. Because she wanted to get out.
Here, I'll be right back.
I don't know, sir, how you got involved with either one of these two people. I know you understand.
Judge Judy returns in a moment.
I'm the one that went to jail.
No, I went to jail.
Wait, let me just. I'll put this right over here while we wait. I'll be right back.
What's going on? This is Kevin Hart. Made my muscle car crew. Work hard to clean out 69 Camaro. So buckle up. Shut your mouth.
We got each other to lean on.
I just like being with my friends.
You want one marshmallow?
I'll just have one if I feel still hungry. Just make another one. I can just do another one. I was lucky enough to find the graham crackers that I know where they were.
You got your sandwich. There's enough here to make more than one. That's what's nice about this. You take one Hershey bar and one package of graham crackers and make a lot.
Wait, are you combining these all together, or are you just setting it up?
Well, make them one. One for you right now, and then you can make another one if you want another one. But you can only make one at a time. So you take the chocolate that fits on there. See, you have 3 chocolates that fit on there.
Alright.
Okay, then you got your 2 grams to make the sandwich. Then you take your marshmallow.
Ruby wanted to get out of town, but Charles says he got taken
Here you go.
for a ride.
Alright.
Now you take your marshmallow and you burn it as much as you want it. If you want it just melted or you want it burnt.
Tell me what you know about this airline ticket and how it got to be paid for.
That was between them two. I went to go get
That's
my
right. Keep turning
She
it.
took her paperwork, everything my brother took her, she gave him
way into it. It's like,
Anyway, I picked her up. I went to his house because he had her kids. I dropped them off. I had to go to work the following morning. And I was
Now
staying
you want to get that
in
side.
LA. And
My head is getting
he
full
bought
of
the
facts.
tickets. It was between them. She came and she asked him, "Did
Were you
know
there?
me?" Yes, I was.
Oh, of course.
She said, "Well, excuse me, you left work early, honey. No
That's I don't want to light up, does it? Okay, got it. Okay. And blow it out when you're ready. Now you're going to put it on there.
Sit down, Sam. This is going to be very easy. This is going to be a very easy case. Did you take $714?
Squeeze it.
Oh, that was good.
There you
go.
Judgment is, in this case, is $44.
Here it is.
$714.
My s'mores right here. Now, we're gonna taste it now.
Got?
No, it's actually good.
How many people signed your apartment on your lease? How many people do this? She's slut and he's her
And we'll leave the fire going in case you want to get another one.
My baby's about to done it all. She's not. She's just mad because she had to give up the money. Any trifling people that's ignorant to the fact that they...
Yeah, I don't know who made it. Who made the
That guy looks like a cab driver or a bus driver. He looks like a bus driver.
Looks like a bus driver? Yeah, I don't know who invented the s'mores.
Well, it was a cool combination.
They got the s'mores, now they got the s'mores ice cream, they got the s'mores cookies. They got s'mores everything now. S'mores Pop-Tarts. I just like burnt marshmallows.
Oh, burnt marshmallows are
Yeah, I
good.
like burnt marshmallows. I used to eat them all the time when I was little. I haven't had one in a long time. I like them burnt. Tastes so good when they're burnt and hot.
Oh yeah, trust me, they're really good.
Luca likes marshmallows. He likes the little mini ones, little mini marshmallows.
He doesn't.
He eats them all by themselves.
Oh.
She threw out his brother. Now it was time for Francis Gardner to go.
He wasn't living up to his responsibilities, and
Mm.
it was time for him to go.
Also today,
Because you had forgotten about his accounts. And you found out that there was money.
Money.
are about to enter the
Everybody
courtroom of
wants
Judge
money.
David Scheidler. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is her courtroom. This is Judge Judy.
Eyes on Chacon versus Gardner.
What's for that?
Chacon versus Gardner. Step forward, please.
Whoa.
Diana Chacon
That's really
says
cool.
she kicked Francis's brother out. Then she kicked Francis out. Now she wants the background.
All burn too.
He's not a freeloader.
Order. All right.
Damn.
That was hard to burn.
That was hard to blow out.
That was hard to blow out.
Versus Gardner.
That was crazy. I didn't want to go out.
May be seated.
Ms. Chacon, in your complaint, you allege that the defendant owes you some money. He moved into your home, saying he owes you for rent, utilities, and credit charges. Not $2,500 worth. Was he a tenant of yours?
Yes.
Did you know him before he moved in?
He was, no, he was recommended by his brother who was living with him at the time.
Living in whose home?
In my home.
How did he get
Yes, I remember it.
It's Corbett. And,
Now I gotta try the marshmallow
I
itself.
guess he had asked me if
That's
he
good.
could move in. He wasn't, I don't know where he was staying before, but.
But I'm gonna get another marshmallow. I'm gonna get the marshmallow itself, not the s'mores.
And everything was.
At first, he was staying. I had like a little back house in the back of the house, and he was staying back there. Then I had to kick his brother
This
out,
time, I
and
got it.
then he
Got
was
it?
Why did you kick his brother? Because he wasn't living up to his responsibilities.
Ah, see?
It was
Careful,
time for
Dave.
him to go.
That's hot. That was just used on the fire bed. Make sure that's on there all the way or it'll fall off.
She's not supposed to be having any tenants.
Yeah, because they use that one, because that one.
I was
You alright?
It's alright.
If you need burn cream, let me know, because I got burn cream.
Something we always wanted to
You
do.
watch Mom on how I did it, right? You want to keep turning it.
That's why I had to break them apart when they were about to kill each other with knives and shovels. Let me ask all my kids.
And keep turning it so you get it burnt, so you get it nice and melted everywhere. Just keep turning it. It'll catch on fire on its
When he
own.
moved into the home, right, his brother
There you go. You got it.
said he would pay half the rent. It was $450.
There you go.
So I said,
Let it
okay, that's fine.
do its job. And when you're ready for it, you don't want it completely burnt, blow it out. But if you want it nice and burnt, now this is where you got to be real careful. You got to be real careful when you take it off. When you take it off, don't touch the metal. Just touch the marshmallow itself.
Alright.
How come, sir?
You just want to grab it, give it a good squeeze. Give it a good squeeze and just pull it off. It's not going to be, the marshmallow's not going to be hot, but the iron will be.
Oh, it's really.
I don't know her for rent because there was never set agreement, although I did give her $200 a week to help out. I didn't pay her 2 times, and that was only because I had to give it to my
Oh my God,
son's
so good.
child support.
That's delicious.
I was already giving her $800 per month to live in a shack. Where did those figures come from?
Oh, that's
Burnt marshmallows are so good.
Burnt marshmallow, guys.
I've never been put
Burnt marshmallows.
You already noticed when you wrote this, I get plenty of time for her to write out your answer. You said giving her $200 a week, $800 a month for living in a shack.
This was after I lost my job and 3 months without having a job. Once I started
You like that better than the s'mores,
I
or you
gave
like the
her
s'mores?
more
S'mores
than
better.
You like the s'mores, right?
Mhm.
Because you got chocolate and you got
That was
the cream.
$200 a week, and I did that for 3 months. And
I
then
would
she
like
came back and
s'mores.
said, you still owe me $1,700.
Yeah, everybody does.
Look at that. I've been giving you
Burn it
$200
off.
a week. You know, and I have not ever, done anything to her. She has broken, her sister has broken into my room, stolen my VCR.
Got burnt marshmallow on my hand. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, I know, I got it too. You can either lick it off or you can wipe it off with a rag.
And then 50 was the total. I gave her $50 on that. I said I'll give it more as we go along. But
Did you ever receive for that $50 that you gave her?
I never thought I needed it. This was a friend of mine.
She was your landlady. You said you've been living in apartments all of your life. You don't say, well, the landlord doesn't need my money, so he doesn't need it, and I need money for something else. So
You good? You want another s'mores? You good?
Yeah, I feel like one more s'mores would be alright.
Luca comes, we'll do s'mores with him. So you gotta be real careful. Cause yeah, you got burned a little bit. We didn't want him to get burnt.
That is regarding the money that he has.
Cause he's only 5. If he gets burnt, he ain't gonna handle it very well.
Between her and the landlord.
You, because you didn't pay the money.
She neglected on paying. I gave her money and she neglected on paying to her landlord. That's the truth, now.
So, did he pay the rent? Judge Judy continues in a moment.
How am I supposed to figure it out? You're not telling me I'm certain he gave
You
me
wanna do
this
it?
on June.
Yeah. I'll get a closer view of it, so.
I put it on for you, so you can lose the long, so you can make it real long, so you don't get near the fire.
So this is my point of view, what it looks like when I do it myself. Hold on. This is what I do, basically. So I just do it just like this, just turn it around.
Gotta keep spinning it.
Welcome to Spider-Man.
Excuse me. Pardon? Oh, I gotta.
There you go, you got it. Now I'm gonna take, so it sits on top of the chocolate to melt it. Off, and then squeeze it.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Really?
I'll take that from you because that's hot.
So that's what's what it looks like when I do it myself.
That's what it looks like when you do it yourself. Good job. Your graham crackers are real crunchy.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
This is my last one because I'm getting full.
That's good, right? Yeah, everybody likes s'mores. Yep, started out a long time ago when you just used to roast marshmallows, and now it's like they went and added graham crackers and added chocolate.
Yeah, I get
You
what you
put
mean.
marshmallows in your hot chocolate in the wintertime.
Oh yeah, one of those.
That's the little marshmallows. That's when you want to get the little guys. Because the big ones don't melt as nice unless you cut them up. So at one time I had the big marshmallows and I didn't have the little ones. So what I did was I took a knife and I cut them up in little pieces. It still didn't work as good as the little marshmallows, but it worked.
I remember this one time I was trying to open a bag of like little bits of fireworks, and I opened it up. They went everywhere and started exploding. It's like, whoa!
Oh man, no, that's not good.
Yeah, that was years ago.
That probably was scary, right?
I was scared because they were all right in front of me, and I was opening it.
Right? Enough you didn't get in fires and didn't get burnt. That's the thing. You gotta be careful when it comes to fire. You gotta be very careful, man. Because you play with fire, you get burnt. That's why you gotta respect it and be really careful.
Diana Chacon says she kicked Francis's brother out. Then she threw Francis out. Now she wants the back rent. But he says he's not a freeloader.
Yeah.
Some sort of wreck.
I don't want to just keep burning. It's propane. And it's hot out here. I don't want to keep the fire going. It's hot out here.
How much money he actually gave you?
Don't you use that like during winter time?
I use it. I use it when it gets chilly out at night.
April, May, June, July, the amount that I paid.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it was a really cold night, and then we were getting marshmallows. I remember the first time I had it, I didn't like it. Because it was like
I need to collect from him.
it was really cold. It was like really cold outside. I had my pajamas on. I even had my trampoline while doing it.
Like I said, everybody's taste changes.
During any of those months,
Something you didn't like before, you might like again if you try. That's why I always tell you, tell people, don't be afraid to try it again. If you didn't like it before, you might like it now.
When did he give you the $200 a week?
Looks like she got chocolate all over her lips.
Got what?
Looks like she got chocolate all over her lips.
Yeah, it's lipstick.
Yes, he did start paying money, Your Honor.
They have all different color lipsticks. Red, pink, fluorescent, sparkle, gloss.
How many times did he give you $200?
She's got the lipstick and the eyeliner, the liner on it, to make it look like her, make her lip stick out.
4 or 5 times.
I was never a lipstick person.
People come to
Me neither.
No, I never felt comfortable with it on.
You find a lawsuit,
Plus, when you put it on, it's like, it doesn't stay. You gotta keep putting it on all the time. No. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with keep putting lipstick on every time I turn around.
And how much they owe you. If you're going to be in a business, and your business, at least part of your business, is to rent rooms. You rent the room to him, you rent the room to his brother, and you have to keep records. Otherwise, what can't be clairvoyant? Well, don't say anything, sir. You know you're a pest.
Yeah, I know it can be at times.
Well, you are.
Did she just call him a pest?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Dude, no way.
I don't know what she said. She called him something.
Because in your sworn answer, you say, I do admit that I owe her about $100 for a remote control card. Well, you just.
I wonder, did you ever see somebody that was manipulative in this show?
I'm trying. Donald Trump is coming to New Jersey.
Do you remember who it was?
No.
I
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember. No.
When he stopped Chris Christie from
But there was some manipulative people that I saw.
There was what?
There's some manipulative people you would see on like on shows.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
As governor, he'll fight book bans and protect our schools from any threat. New Jersey students need a governor who will fight for them. We need Sean Spiller for governor.
So when Luca comes over next time, remind me. When you make the s'mores. And we're getting, the pizza's coming too. The Joe's Pizza's coming. And you guys can make a pizza and then we'll make s'mores.
come for our schools. Sean won't just fight back, he'll win.
That definitely will happen this Friday, from what I know.
Public schools and want a pay raise for educators.
But again, like I said, very important to respect the fire. You gotta be very careful. Can't play around with that. This way, so you have it for Friday.
So join me in my kitchen here for some truly memorable meals. Welcome back, everybody, to Emerald Cooks. You're all chosen because you earned up. You made it. I see so much raw potential. This is your moment. There's nothing else like being a WWE superstar.
Okay. Yeah, I've been shooting for 3 hours. I missed it. 7:13. I was shooting since 4 o'clock. Damn, my thing's still playing? I didn't even recognize that. I didn't even recognize how it was. I clean that off.
How's your fingers, okay? You don't need burnt cream?
No, it's alright.
Is that your first time you ever made them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
She wants the back rent, but he says he's not a freeloader.
Oh, you know what I should try?
What's that?
The Soft Pretzel Factory.
Soft Pretzel Factory.
The one down the street. The one where you drive.
Oh, well, you gotta tell Pop you wanna go to the Pretzel Factory next. Trust me, you're gonna be here for a while. You got plenty of time.
What you wanna
That was
do?
the first time he made his s'mores.
I never made one either. You eat it?
He ate 2 of them.
Are they good?
Oh, it was really good. Can we go?
Pretzels tomorrow.
But yeah, can we go to the Soft Pretzel Factory tomorrow?
It's closed now. It's 7:30. It was over right now, but it's closed.
So
I want
let's.
some pretzels too, bro.
So I told him Friday. Look, Moms, we got the pizzas will be here. They can make a pizza together, and then later they can make a s'mores together.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Yep.
Neither one of you keep any records. They didn't have a written agreement. If you rent a room to somebody, and you're strangers, you have an agreement. This is what you're supposed to pay. It's a month, and see, here it is on a piece of paper.
Papa missed it. He didn't get no.
This is what I'm supposed to
Yeah,
pay.
you know s'mores pop up.
I had nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to
And she kept no records about how much money he gave her. He gave her whatever.
But I did try a burnt marshmallow.
Well, but you know,
Those,
That's probably good too.
those shit was good, bro.
Burnt marshmallows are good.
Blowing them out. You couldn't get the marshmallows to go out, man. When they caught on fire, man, you couldn't blow them out.
I was, yeah, I video it. I was trying to put my, marshmallow down, but then I burnt my hand and it didn't.
It burned you, man. It'll burn
He touched he touched the metal, which he didn't know. He's already done. He said he don't need burnt cream.
It didn't hurt that bad. It was just a little sting.
So I told him, don't touch the metal part. Only touch the marshmallow. That was cool. Only took a few minutes.
It's everything
You
that's
got
marked is what he charged for his son.
You got 2 s'mores and a
It-
roasted marshmallow, and I got a roasted marshmallow.
Right out of stuff now. You have enough for
Oh
Friday.
no, I got plenty for Friday.
What's on there is marked as his. The revoked
Yeah, oh, David. Oh, David. Oh, David. Oh, David. Might support a house in Florida.
Got Hershey and a half in there, and you got a half bag of marshmallows, and you got 2 containers of graham crackers. So they got plenty.
Ow, Luca.
Watch they don't get burnt.
Ow, Luca.
That's it. If we better sit back with him.
I know, that's what I told him. You gotta be real careful he don't get burnt. Well, I'll probably maybe use the wood sticks Friday. I used the metal fork today.
I'm giving them money on that.
Prove it to me.
I cannot prove it, Your Honor, so I guess it's irrelevant.
How much
But
did you
because it's
give her?
going to be 2 of them, I'll let him use the sticks.
Just a second. You gave her 50. So if you gave her 50 and you owe her 267, is the bar. So that means
Oh, did you see me passed out earlier?
$2.18. Is that right?
Did you see me passed out earlier?
Because in your sworn
It was
answer,
sent. I meant it for Sadie, and I wound up holding it 4 people. I was like, what the hell did that happen?
for a remote control car that I bought her her credit card.
I was on the chair. I was relaxing.
He was asking,
To me, sir,
right here,
that made
click
you
that
give
one.
her $50.
Come on, they all.
You were part of it. It was you, Sadie, take up.
Judgment in this case is
Yeah, you're on the list.
plaintiff in
Oh, look.
$16.18. That's all.
What about all the other utility bills and everything?
That's it. $216.18.
Everybody passes out in that chair in that corner. Everybody.
A lease without some written agreement, without.
Where am I at?
Oh,
That's the list of the people at the top.
Because he owes me everything that I came here and took him to court for. I would not go through this if he did not owe me
Yeah, you're out like a light, boy.
Up here, there's your picture of you right
I
there.
saw it. I saw it. They all.
You should have got it.
Well, we did home. I'm thinking of money, though. Thinking.
He was out of the light.
Wait, today?
When I took the picture. Everybody passes out in that chair in that corner.
Oh, you took a picture of me while I was passed out?
Hmm?
You took a picture of me while I was passed out?
Who do you think took the picture?
Wait, no, because I heard you say like you took pictures of people while on the chair while passed out.
Yeah. It's right here.
She says the bank gave her the money and she's
Oh.
Mrs. Callahan.
What about my mom, Bobby Joe?
That's the picture I sent.
Chuckle when I read your answer to this complaint.
Oh, you didn't get it?
I certainly did.
It's right here.
Sir, you say that you're
Click on that one right there.
wife, and you've been separated for about 5
Click
years.
on right here.
Is that right? Haven't lived
Right here.
together.
Yes, ma'am.
But 5 years ago, you did have a
See,
joint
there's the
checking
picture.
account together.
Yes, ma'am.
There's the picture right
You
there.
woke up one day
There you
and
go.
found
Oh.
that she had withdrawn 5 years later
What did my mom say?
checking account.
She said, I did that once too, where I sent it to a group message. Seeing Jacob's graduation thing, no worries. Everyone in here is cool. They're either friends or family. So don't worry that I sent it to a group. I said, oops, I meant to send this just to Sadie.
Then the lady started giving me information, like my social security number, my ID. I said, you think somebody using my ID? She said, no, the other woman, she asked, she was teasing and said,
No, when I clicked on it, it just had her name. And then when I sent it, I saw 4 more other people on it. I was like, how the hell did that happen? It was a group text instead of a single text.
She told me it's my money. Still, I was looking at. We understand. You're sitting. You went in to open up a bank account yourself. So, and you started to give the lady information about. You already had information.
You had just black hair.
How do you have that information? Because you had
Black hair on her.
Mm-hmm.
Speak.
Found out that there was
That's not real. That's a wig.
money.
Probably is.
But trying to pretend to have cool hair, but she isn't.
Well, for some reason, a lot of black people like the wigs and the weaves and the plaits. They like to change their hair a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Make it look different.
Call
who?
This guy.
Me, you don't want to come out.
He took the blade.
Hey, big bro.
I didn't get nothing out of there. So I thought about it. I deserve it. It happened again, I do it again, because his girlfriend called me, asked me, well, if you open the bank
More
account,
Philly teasers. There you go. There's your mom right there with Rita's ice and the.
I saw that. That's why I was like. That's why I asked Papa about the pretzels.
John, it's not true what she's saying.
I just had smoke. Now I'm getting
divorce
hungry
rate
again
was
for
divorced.
pretzels.
And when she took the money out the account, it was illegal when she did it because we was divorced.
Let me just take a
It
look.
is a
Well,
divorce.
it's not, listen, you can have a joint bank account with somebody even if you're divorced.
Well, my story is I met her, I married her. I married her with 4 kids. I took the kids in. I took care of the kids. I took the kids as if they was my kids. I took care of them. I gave her everything that she wanted when she was married. I helped her open up a business. I did a whole lot of things for her and her family. We moved in, and then we found out that she was going out and staying out sometimes. One time in particular, she stayed out all night and then come into.
Mr. Callahan, listen to me, sir. You were divorced, and this is filed June 14th, and you were of last year, and you were divorced as of May of last year.
Yeah.
When did you take out this money?
September of
No,
this
she took
year.
it out in October.
September or
Okay.
October, but it's certainly a year later, and your divorce decree says that this terminates jurisdiction over the issue of spousal support or anything else. So that any debts that you feel as if this is
Honestly, Judge Judy Carlosa by Adelaide.
should have been handled in your judgment of divorce. What you did was resort to a little, what we call self-help.
Right.
Right.
Mom.
Then you didn't put any money into this account.
Judge Judy Carlosa by Adelaide.
Oh, really?
By Adelaide.
Just a second. 89, it's old already, Miss Checky.
Your Honor, I have the bank book, I have statements, I have everything to prove that I've been putting money in this account. I have a direct deposit go straight into this account. I have the statements and everything to prove this. I have my check stuff to prove that I've been putting money into the account as I got direct deposit. I have the bank book, I have the dates and everything.
Mr. Callahan, you're right.
Thank you.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Football fans and competitors. This season, we've got new teams, new super fans here in the middle of City Park in New Orleans. Oh, I'm getting excited. Welcome to Hollywood. Let's go. Where your favorite celebrities and family members battle it out in the kitchen.
Y'all been to Hollywood before?
And I?
No, I have not. I know I've been to Hollywood before. Let me show you this thing. It's really cool with the little be right back thing with the little things in the background. It feels like space to me. It feels like I'm watching a Star Wars movie. For some reason, it felt like it got cooler.
Mrs. Callahan, you know. Listen to me.
Your Honor.
You know.
It's gonna be 88 degrees on Thursday.
Right. Okay.
It's gonna be a warm week. A really warm, actually more like a hot week.
Not only do I have that, I have activity proof that she withdrew money out the account, withdrawal slips to the date that she ordered a versatile card that she just got in October.
I didn't order it. They mailed it to me.
Yeah, and then she ordered it on the 18th. She got it on the 21st. She got a PIN number on 11/2/96, and we checked the account again on 11/5, and she withdrew some more money on 11/8.
Mr. Callahan, I'm going to give you some very good advice. I want you to take a deep breath and listen. Okay? Take a deep breath. Once you put money in a checking account, it doesn't mean that you're stuck with that bank until you die. I would suggest that you close that account. You did it. Perfect. You did it. Don't put your money in there anymore. Right? Mrs. Callahan, you're adorable. Thank you. But you were wrong. So the judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $3,000. Thank you. That's all.
Step out, please.
Judge Judy will return in a moment.
I felt that he was wrong.
Okay.
I found out some more information concerning our marriage, and the way he left me and my kids, I felt like it was deserved to me. My son had went down to, where you gonna leave? Norwalk Hall of Record, and found out that in the computer we wasn't divorced. We are still married. So I didn't have a chance to tell all of this. So I felt like he really is a greedy man, being stuck up. He got all the money for the house, all the money for my blazer, and he's crying over $3,000. So I felt like I did what I wanted to do. I don't feel like I was wrong.
The judge was fair, the judge was honest, and everything she did was honest. She listened to both sides, and everything was, I think, came out very right. I think the winner, overall, I came out as the winner. I think I should have been like that anyway.
Well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and relax now. Let me charge my iPad. I would not need to do. Hit the edge of the table. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and relax now. It was definitely good doing the stream. Only did it for 3 hours. I know it was kind of boring, but I hope if it wasn't that boring for you guys, that's great. That's great. Anyways, I gotta wash my hands first. They're dirty as fuck. That should be good enough. Alright. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all later, buddy.